Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we had it. If I did. Oh, Harley forgot his Fanta soda here. Looks like Harley forgot his soda, Zukov. Looks like you got a free soda there, buddy. Looks like we do. Goofy dog. Goofy little mutt. A goofy little mutt. A goofy mutt indeed. Do 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 do. Alrighty. Definitely have a little something fun that I want to kind of check out for later tonight, but I'm definitely going to be doing it a little bit later in this evening because there was some Salt Explosions by Paul Ziga on Onion Nuggets, and holy fuck was it good. Fuck was it cathartic. Oh god damn, it was beautiful. This cathartic aggressive energy coming out more and more this year is really making me happy. I mean, it's one of the few things I actually feel optimistic about this year. So I like that. And all I gotta say is it's fucking beautiful. Bloody beautiful. Absolutely necessary. Absolutely merited. Must be needed in this current conjuncture of time. And yeah, no one wants to, like, be the loudmouth to say it. No one wants to be that silly bitch. Oh, you just look so cute in your little ball. Silly little dog. Silly little thing he is. I'm definitely gonna have to make sure that I close up that a bloody Fulton laundry room when he's done in there. Definitely gonna need to do that. And my jacket fell. That's great. There we go. Hitting up homeboy. One of my friends asked me if I was still at the pub, and unfortunately I was not. For we parted ways. Homies parted ways, and now I'm back home. And probably would have stayed longer, but this fall was pretty tired. So then after that, I kind of started feeling tired. But now that I'm home, I don't really feel that tired now. Ew. I don't like that. I hate that, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm feeling a little tired, I need to get back home. But then once you actually get home, you're like, I don't really feel that tired anymore. I mean, I guess eventually you will again, but it's like, fuck. Grab my jacket. Since it fell. I'm gonna have to make shit. There we go. Ugh. I kind of want to actually pull up that little Voosh thing or whatever the hell. Because Paul had that whole big salt explosion over fucking goddamn Voosh. And, I kind of wanted to check it out because I kind of missed some of it. Got the last little nick end of it, but not the whole thing. And I really want to check out the whole thing. Because it just seems to me, it just seems pretty legit. Yeah, I love it. Saw the fucking Saw explosion fucking jank again, and oh my god, it's fucking great, dude. Oh, it's fucking beautiful. I fucking love it. I love this, like, hardcore, like, cathartic, fucking, like, angry, aggressive energy that people have been having. It's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. Just want to find it. Where the hell would that be? Oh god, it's gonna be like pretty much the last hour and a half of this shit, isn't it? Oh my god, it is. Oh fuck. Okay, well, fuck me, I guess. Guess it really is gonna be some genuine, unadulterated fucking goddamn suffering, my dude. My guy, my dude, suffering. Accept the whip. Accept the whip and embrace it, my guy. Oh my lord. Yeah. But at least maybe we can finally kind of fucking see some of this, like, true, like, critique, that really, comes from Voosh. At least especially that I have with Voosh. Voosh. The Voosh guy. My dude.
Do we make the infomercial goal as well? All goals made. All goals have been made. Okay.
Oh shit, all goals have been made.
Nice. Good to know.
We'll still accept your money, though. Don't think
we're still accepting money just for pure greed.
All goals are made, so no one worry about the goals. But
for the sake of pure greed, we will still take your delightful money, but you have no more goals to fund.
My dude.
My guy.
My dude.
Paul,
my dude.
By the way, Paul, I've not done that song. But
honestly, I'm not going to lie. I will admit, I don't really hear Vosh say, my dude, my guy, a lot. I mean, I don't know where that initially came from, but I do find it pretty funny.
The reason I haven't done it is because I've thought about it too much, and it needs to be a spontaneous thing that just comes from the moment.
It does.
I mean, I could have done this whole but I kept thinking about it too much. I was like, my dude, my guy, my dude, my dude, my guy, and it's just
Yeah.
like, no, it's too.
Dude, you know what you should do? A Vosh cover of Goodbye Horses.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
What is
That
that?
Hugh Lazarus song that fucking the Buffalo Bill listens to when he
Ah,
tucks his junk back.
okay.
The left is allergic to pragmatic, effective
Oh shit!
behavior. What was that?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that
What was it?
in the
I didn't hear
background there?
No. Should I play it back? I'll go
Um,
back.
Hey, I'm just hearing things. The left is allergic to pragmatic, effective.
Was that a horse?
So you heard it too?
There's a
I mean,
horse. Oh
maybe.
shit!
Let's
Sorry.
go back one more time.
Good. I mean, we're trying to be in good faith here, but I'm confused.
once more. Yeah.
The left is allergic to pragmatic, effective.
It's weird. It keeps. I feel like the horse comes in at a different minute
Yeah, like
marker
a
every time.
slightly different time every time. It's very strange.
Strange horse. Nay. Can I point out
The
though?
left is allergic to pragmatic, effective behavior. I literally saw a tweet just the other day with like 50K likes that was like, the ceasefire now crowd is failing the same lesson that the defund the police crowd failed. And I thought like, oh, okay, are we going to say we need like lower our standards? Because I don't think like ceasefire now is that bad of a goal to argue for. And then it continued. We need to stop kowtowing to the establishment and bending over backwards. We need to stop watering down the message. The real message should be destroy Israel now.
I mean, yeah, you have like some random terminally online dipshit, that is out there making some hot take, and somehow that means that all of leftism is just unable to be pragmatic. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. Like, you only think that if you basically equate all of leftism to terminally online dipshits online.
50K likes or something. Like,
I mean, I wouldn't go so far as destroying it. Just move it to Wyoming.
can I ask?
I mean, and also, like, yeah, maybe the current Israeli government should be, like, it shouldn't be a thing. Like, maybe the concept of a state of Israel is okay, but maybe, like, I don't know, the current government and how it is now shouldn't be a thing. Just a thought.
You a question, bro? Because
Me or Vosh
you're
or
way
who?
more you, TJ. Or
Me,
I guess
okay.
Scotty too, but I know Scotty's not a social media guy. I'm asking you.
Mhm.
Why do these motherfuckers care like what gets likes on Twitter? Like why is Twitter this dude's barometer on like politics and life?
Seriously.
As
I mean, honestly, like, it shouldn't. Like, anyone's politics, being strictly based off of, like, Twitter or any social media platform is just honestly fucking silly.
Twitter addict
Yeah.
and as a Vosh watcher and as for some reason, even though I know for a fact that Twitter is not really all that reflective of reality, when I'm on Twitter, I'm convinced that it is reality.
That's the weird thing that you saying that confirms my suspicion that it's like an alternate reality game over there.
It kind of
Yeah.
is.
It's like a place where you and everybody else can pretend that their opinions on shit has super fucking dense, like, realistic weight in the world.
Yeah, and the more hearts you get, the more powerful your opinion becomes.
And when something that you don't disagree with gets a lot of hearts, it's like, fuck, we got to make a video about this right now, What a weird little fucking subculture.
I think
It really is
Why
weird.
would this idea even have any influence? I think it's like the shock of.
I
like,
also think
oh. I think it's suspicious that he's not showing the tweet itself because
Yeah,
we can't-
why would anybody like have like animosity towards Israel? I can't fucking imagine.
Yeah, I wonder why. And also, yeah, like, considering, like, he really isn't showing the tweet, is like, what was actually said? And also, like, I mean, who gives a fuck what some dumbass says on Twitter? Like, seriously. Yeah, yeah, there are probably some people that have some, like, weight and influence, like politicians and shit, but even then, like, half of the stuff that they tweet doesn't mean anything. So, Like, I mean, what real, like, fucking influence does this shit have? Like, when it comes to the brass tacks of the reality on the ground, so to speak, it doesn't have a reflection to
Not only
it.
that, but like, if the tweet really says what he's, I mean, maybe he'll show it later. I don't know. I haven't watched the whole thing.
Yeah, perhaps.
But if the tweet really said something that incendiary and this whole video is prompted on, like, I'm going to react to that, like, why not show us that tweet? Like, did it really say that exactly in those terms, or was there some fucking more nuance to it? I mean, like, without seeing the tweet itself, it's kind of hard to say. But I don't know.
Yeah, go out there and protest, destroy Israel, or like end Israel or whatever. I mean, incredibly effective.
And Israeli apartheid. I mean, I don't know. Like, you can couch, something in there that says Israel in there specifically without it necessarily being bad. I mean, so, like, I don't get this. Like, why are you putting so much fucking weight on this, Fosh?
That's going to get you far. 50K likes. Most.
Well, apparently it did get him far because it got him 50K likes, right? So
yeah,
it did get him.
And also, apparently, there are people that do generally have an agreement to that sentiment. You can say maybe they're bad actors or this or that or whatever else besides, but nonetheless, they do.
Got him featured in a Vosh video. Look at how far-reaching this opinion was.
It's a social media game. Social media game is get attention. That's what Vosh is doing here by responding to it. So it's like, say, why would someone make an incendiary statement, an outrageous statement? It's like to get you to respond to it, to get people to talk about it.
Yeah,
it's over the phone to save their life. So I don't know. I do hate it here. I do hate it here. I think that in terms of like trying to get good people elected or trying to stop bad people from getting elected, the only people that are really worth your time are liberals. You can move like the left.
Why? Because they're not worth my time. They're fucking feckless and maintainers of the status quo. Why should I waste my time with them?
Young left.
Outside of just maybe talking to them and collaborating on issues we do happen to overlap and agree with. Like, I mean, on issues that we don't, yeah, like, I'm not going to just waste my time being like, oh, well, let me just concede on that. It's like, I mean, no, I'm going to, work with them on what stuff we do agree with, which there can be easily some stuff out there, especially maybe on social issues, right? But I mean, fuck. Like, I mean, on issues that we don't agree with, no, I'm not just going to sit there and be like, oh, well, I guess, they're better at it.
And I'm not saying leftists don't vote at all or don't participate at all, but they need to get dragged along by the actual.
Yes, Paul?
Paul's raising his hand.
Did he just say what I heard?
Here, I'll play it again for you.
Yeah, he did.
This was, by the way, the moment I knew I'm like, I'm pulling this for Paul for sure.
Destroy Israel now. 50K likes or something. Yeah, go out there and protest, destroy Israel, or like end Israel or whatever. I mean, incredibly effective political messaging that's going to get you far. 50K likes, most of which I assume are from teenagers and people who couldn't order a pizza over the phone to save their life. So I don't know. I do hate it here. I do hate it here. I think that.
I mean, order a pizza over the phone to save their life. I mean, dude, I can have, I got some social anxiety and shit and kind of a corkball as a leftist, but I mean, goddamn, bro. It's not that hard to do shit like that. I just did more New Seasons applications while I was at the fucking bar hanging out with my friends earlier, okay? These aren't things that are impossible.
In terms of trying to get good people elected or trying to stop bad people from getting elected, the only people that are really worth your time are liberals. You can move like the left, the young left vote, and I'm not saying leftists don't vote at all or don't participate at all, but they need to get dragged along by the actual power group.
The status quo and liberals. So I, being a rad lib, am definitely going to say to leftists to basically vote liberals, and vote for liberalism and maintain the status quo instead of actually trying to have the fucking audacity to maybe try to change that fucking paradigm. Yeah. What?
Let's drag the riffraff like
Paul's
all
trying to
along.
even.
We must drag these peasants and annoying riffraff into the liberalism. It's a civility!
I can see the gears just turning in Paul's fucking
Paul
brain
has
right
no
now.
response.
Is
Paul
this
is
like a
undestruct-
meme? Is he going to be like just kidding, guys, in a second? Or is he his so his opinion is the only people that it's worth your time to politically advocate for are the Hillary Clinton liberals? Is that what
in terms of like trying to get good people elected or trying to stop bad people from getting elected? The only people that are really worth your time are liberals. You can move like the left, the young left vote, and I'm not saying leftists don't vote at all or don't participate.
Let me ask you a question. Rather than do what I normally do, what is the charitable interpretation of this take?
I honestly,
because you know
have
what
no idea.
My instinct is to immediately go like, well, that vindicates me, because I'm on record 3 fucking years ago saying I feel like Vaush is like pipelining radical leftists into liberalism, and I feel like he just kind of did that.
He just admitted it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Paul, follow your instincts on this one. Just go ahead.
Pragmatically, Paul.
I think you just need...
use my dude, Paul. Use utilitarian calculus and unleash on this motherfucker.
Most likely candidate to win.
Remember what your doctor ordered,
liberals.
Paul. Remember what your doctor ordered.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't like being right about shit like this. I really don't. Because I know there's a lot of young people that look up to this dude. But he is indistinguishable on a number of really important issues from fucking Rush Limbaugh, dude.
Trump would be worse.
This type of shit
Trump worse though.
is so far outside of the fucking socialist paradigm or the revolutionary paradigm. This is just straight up like, let's make the same mistakes our parents did.
Like, Vaush is basically being the chicken shit-conformist. Like, Dead Kennedy's made a whole song called in the album Bedtime for Democracy called Chicken Shit-Conformist is literally about this. Where it's about, like, people ostensibly, call themselves leftists and look for change and shit, but don't want things to change too much, They just want things to kind of relatively stay the same, but look a little more hip. That's basically about it. Like, I mean, and at the end of the day, that's just being a chicken shit conformist. Like, you're not actually trying to, like, push this sense of nonconformity, into the paradigm. You're basically being complicit with it at that point.
And I don't know how I could.
But considering that Vaush thinks that people that listen to music, and like, listen to it deeply and intensely and shit like that, like me, are just basically, thick-headed and have no brain or anything like that. So, thinks, of us as stupid. So, I don't really expect him to really understand any of that.
Really interpret this. Like, maybe there's some, like, I know what'll be claimed that I'm taking him out of context or that I'm not. So maybe we should listen to a little bit more, but.
Yeah, we can hear more.
At all, but they need to get dragged along by the actual power group. And that's liberals. When it comes to like ideological activism, the left is a little bit more useful. But when it comes to anything even remotely tied to,
okay, so like you basically like Paul, you're the pipe dream. But when it comes down pragmatically, the liberals are the ones who control the Democratic Party. They're the only viable option because Trump is basically fascism or a pipeline to fascism, or
which is the same fucking shit that he always talks about.
Or at the very least, just a terrible presidency. Like it's gonna draw us even closer to the precipice of destruction. So basically, like you're allowed to do that ideologically, but pragmatically, you're not going to win. Is what he's saying. You're not going to win. Your ideas are bad.
Right. Don't waste any time in the real world with any kind of revolutionary ideas.
Which, I mean, considering that I contradict that with Vaush, and like I actually have gone out of my way to do stuff like that before, not literally calling for like the armed workers' revolution or whatever the fuck, but especially considering what is like normal political conversation, tend to be more radical than not. And like, and honestly, there's never been like this. Well, you're just a crazy lefty. Fuck off. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you no more. They're like, a lot of times they're like, well, why do you think this? Or what? What's your belief behind this? And blah blah blah. Like, usually they ask me questions about it, and I'll ask questions why they think and believe that their views and stuff like that. When we have our backs and forths, and it ends up just being a fine, cordial conversation for the most part. Like, and sure, there's definitely going to be some disagreements. If anything, they might actually kind of agree. It would be like, oh, yeah, everyone at least deserves a basic healthcare. I get what you mean. Yeah, sure. Or like, yeah, everyone deserves a basic living wage and at least have a roof over the head or something. Sure, that happens. Like, frankly, more often than not. And the only way to do that is if you, I don't know, my dude, my guy, fucking touch grass and talk to people.
Just suck it. Like, it's basically the same.
Yeah, we can have an academic debate or discussion about it, but that's
right. But when it comes to actual action in the world, you need to do everything you can to vote for liberals and nobody else.
For the actual power block.
Even if there's a third-party candidate that's way closer to you,
well, then you're going to spoil the chance of that person
right.
because the election's so close. If you do that, you ensure the other side, who is bad, is going to win.
He's talking about voters, not politicians. He said liberals. They're liberal politicians. They're not like super liberals or some other
he's saying,
group.
yeah. Well, you can go back. We
he's saying like the entirety of the power structure, which is overseen by the politicians. I'm not misinterpreting this. I don't think. I'm listening to what he said. I heard what he said. This seems pretty on brand for me, although it also feels like he's saying the quiet part out.
Vosh, I'm an anarchist. Also, Vosh, conform you stupid leftist.
Out really hard, and I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, is he going
to
go?
It seems like this has been Vosh's position. I mean,
right, but he's never like just explicitly been like.
This isn't a revelation to me at all.
The only thing politically worth your time is just cyclical voting for liberals.
That's what he advocated on this fucking same show for hours.
Right,
so
but he didn't say.
Yeah, and now he's just basically openly, explicitly saying it here. Like, honestly, as far as I'm concerned, like, I feel like Vosh is basically just kind of like, de-radicalized almost and became like, well, you just have to accept the whip and just like vote blue no matter who, and that's just all we can do as leftists, basically. Like, maybe ideologically, maybe philosophically, and like when it comes to idealism or altruism and esoteric beliefs and shit, yeah, he might be lefty. But, I mean, when it comes to actually, like, walking the walk of leftism, he really doesn't do that shit, dude. He just doesn't. I mean, and that's the fucking problem here. This motherfucker is incapable of actually, like, standing up for genuine leftism and shit.
Explicitly.
He's willing to talk it all day long if, every now and then and shit, and talk about the virtues of it and stuff, but never actually, like, really go into the nuances of how to get it done.
I did dress it up with all of this, like, fascism is around the corner, my dude.
To me, it's like splitting hairs, because I've always thought this is Vosh's position since I've heard him. But, I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying, like, to me, it's obvious.
So he's like baby's first leftist. I don't know.
Baby's first
he's
leftist.
Just out there like draping himself in the aesthetics of revolutionary leftism, but ultimately just funneling people into the Hillary Clinton fucking mire. Is that what's going on? Am I wrong?
Not really. I mean, if anything, what really makes, like someone who's a LARPer is frankly someone like Vosh. He might not dress the part, but, being a LARPer, you don't have to. Like, I mean, honestly, that's what I kind of find the misnomer about LARPers when it comes to politics and shit, like political LARPers of any sort. Like, you don't have to really dress the part to necessarily be that. Like, I mean, and Vosh is definitely like a lefty LARPer. Like, I mean, I may look like one because I got the flags, got this, and got a fucking UAW strike fucking banner over there and whatever the hell. I mean, it's like, I mean, on one, it's like that could easily be thrown at me, but it's just like, hey, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't really, actually have any real merit to it as a critique because, like, I'm not role playing it. I do it. There's a reason why that's there, right? Like, that's not because I just thought, oh, gee willikers, wouldn't it be just like, ooh, woo, so fun to just hang out with them? It's like, no, because I went out of my way to go do that shit. And honestly, like, every time I was out there, it was kind of cold as fuck. And a little miserable with the weather-wise. Like, it wasn't really great. But you know what? Hey, it was fun hanging out with everybody and kind of chit-chatting with people and stuff like that. And, just hanging out there for an hour or so or whatever. I mean, because, like, it's like, yeah, there's a level of fun to it. But, like, there's actual fucking, like, a sense of feeling good and actually doing leftist work at that point, with shit like that. Like, I mean, and that's kind of the point. It doesn't have to be some big, impactful thing, for you to, do pragmatic leftism on the ground, my dude. Like, it could just be small shit. It could just be you and like one buddy of yours going to like some picket line or some shit and just hanging out with them for a day or two. I mean, that could be it, you know? And it's like, you know what? That's fine. You know, and so long as you just kind of maintain that and, you know, keep doing that type of shit when it props up and happens to be in your neighborhood or something, right? Like, I mean, that really is like doing pragmatic leftism right there, my dude.
I'm willing to be challenged. I'm looking in the chat.
I mean, he does distinguish that he does. I mean, like, I don't think he dismisses it.
I kind of agree with Duke Kid. I feel like he's denied he's did this for years. Maybe he finally gave up that lie, though. I feel like, honestly, it's not really so much of a lie. He just, you know, is just more blunt with it. You know, even in this frame, he kind of looks a little sad. He kind of looks like, man, this is what I have to push because I don't see, like, any optimism in the world, and I have to try to make people feel good, so this is what I'm doing now. Like, it just kind of feels like he, you know, I feel like even deep down inside, this motherfucker knows, like, what he's saying isn't working. Not in the sense of, like, people agreeing with him, but in the sense of, like, you know, like, you know, of actual, like, positive outlook in the world. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be the armchair psychologist, but still. Could look like my pal William. Got a pal? Well, does he have long ass fucking hair like I do?
Entirely, but for all intents and purposes, practically, he does. He does say it's like, what's not going to happen? That's not what the power base of the party is. That's not who's going to win elections. So even discussing that or trying to boost those people up is a waste of time because they're not going to do that.
You know, action.
So agree with me on this topic. You're not a leftist. You're Rush Limbaugh. I pointed out several positions that Vosh has taken, and not like old. I don't want to be accused of like combing through old, edgy Vosh stuff. This is like in the last couple of weeks. Vosh has come out as anti-drug, and you shouldn't never trust a drug abuser.
Oh no, I guess you can't trust me now. It's not necessarily a drug abuser, you know, that he said basically just like potheads. Oh, can't trust a pothead, my dude. Because, oh, they're not reliable or something. I mean, which is comical considering that this guy's also a hypocrite. You know, Vosh like his addies. He likes his addies. I mean, so it's like, you know, definitely a hypocrite.
Or user. He's done this now, which, you know, like if you understand anything about American politics, you realize that liberals and neocons are really not that far apart on most issues. He's pro-war, super fucking into the Houthi bombing shit going on. Like I know Rush would have been as well. Like I'm not conflating him with Rush Limbaugh baselessly. I'm pointing out some pretty big conservative positions that Vosh seems to parrot. So if you want to like defeat that argument, you're going to have to go back and say Rush Limbaugh never said that, or Vosh mean.
Which, knowing Rush Limbaugh, that guy was an utter chauvinistic, imperialistic, racist, sexist pig dog motherfucker. So I mean, yeah, he blatantly would boast about shit like that.
Differently
and worse.
Explain to me
Well, how about this? Can you think of a living person analog on the right that you could compare? Because I mean, I think with Rush, you're always going to get Rush is dead. Who knows what the fuck?
Okay,
Rush
well, yeah, I say Rush because he was the big fucking. But like go Tucker.
Okay, Tucker.
Tucker would be anti-weed. Tucker would be fucking pro-Houthi bombing. Tucker's a traditional neocon fucking mouthpiece. And I don't know, like, how you reconcile hearing a fucking point come out of your radical leftist streamer that could have came out of the mouth of fucking Tucker Carlson on a normal night, on a Wednesday night on his show. You know,
I mean, I guess you could say, we're being charitable, Paul, you probably had some takes that agree with Tucker Carlson. There's probably takes you have that if we played it, I mean, you'd probably, like, you know, let's say Tucker said he was pro-union. I mean, I can't imagine you saying, well, Tucker's wrong. Like, you know, I guess you could say he's insincere. But if Tucker espoused the same, I mean, so if we're trying to be charitable to Vosh, we could say maybe if we took one of your takes in that, you know, at least with some reasonable amount of context, you agree with Tucker. There's probably some issues you guys agree on. I guess you could say that.
I mean, like, I'd be hard pressed to think of a social issue or a political.
Like, I can't even think of anything personally, at least for myself, that I could agree with Tucker on. I mean, like, at least that's just for me, but I don't really know, like, every tiny little nitty-gritty political position that he has. But I would certainly assume that he would stand literally everything, he would just stand against about literally everything I stand for. So, I don't know. I guess the only thing I could think of is just kind of the more apolitical sense of, like, I don't know, like, like having strong, like, neighborhoods / like communal families, like town, like, societal, like bonds and shit, I guess. But it's not even really like a left or right issue in my mind. That's just like being sociable, and just like knowing your neighbors and stuff like that, like, and knowing your community and shit. Like, so, like, that's to me not even really like a left or right issue. That's just, the totally separate one. So, but I'm sure Tucker, for various different reasons, that I would not agree with still, would at least probably agree with the basic foundation of that. But that's about as far as it probably would go, honestly, at least for me.
Issue that Tucker and I are fucking in total lock, like a contentious issue. Like drug use is usually,
I don't know.
Drug use is usually pretty fucking contentious, and it's pretty right wing to demonize drug use and drug users and to fearmonger about drug use.
I mean, we see that with Fox News covering, San Francisco and other cities on the West Coast. Like,
Portland is like basically known as like a drug-induced shithole now by the right wing, everywhere. So, I mean, there's that.
Yeah, treat all drug indulgers as a monolith, is pretty fucking right wing, and that's exactly what Vaush did. I'm not being uncharitable. Vaush is labeled anybody
like he literally did.
Takes like the impossible standard, the inscrutable standard of like when does drug use become habitual? That's the only qualifier he used was habitual drug use. You can
and honestly, there's a lot of quote unquote habitual drug use as prescription medical, versions of this. So obviously there's like an inherent societal exception to that. So it's like, and that's habitual. And people habitually get coffee every fucking morning and stuff like that. Like I definitely do. I mean, so it's like, I mean, when it comes to drug use, like especially when it comes to habitual drug use, like it just depends on the user themselves and how they handled themselves with it and how like that shit, and like how it affects their life. And if it's something that, negatively affects their life to the point where it impedes on pretty much everything, of their life and shit and everything else in between, then sure, that's a problem. But if they're just like, yeah, they smoke weed every day, they might have a beer or, at night and like a coffee every morning or some shit, kind of like I do, basically. That's not, like, sure, you can say that maybe there, can definitely be some like, certain elements of issues with that. But if it's just like, like just like a non-issue in the sense that it's like excessive and to the point where it impedes on other elements of life and shit, that's where I think especially it becomes this genuine problem and an actual issue of addressal. Like, because, at least for me, like, I never would want to have, like, anything that I do to impact my life in a negative way. So I always keep myself moderated and regulated with that type of stuff. Because that's, shocker, probably a smart thing to do. Because it's fun to, have some substances and get a little loosey-goosey and stuff like that. It's all fine, it's okay. I don't give a shit, and nor really should anyone else. It doesn't really harm anyone as long as it's not a problem. So it's like, that's, how I see it. And, but Vaush doesn't see it that way. He sees it as like, oh, well, you're not trustworthy, my dude. It's like, why? Just because I smoke weed every day or some shit? Like, I mean, there's plenty of people that do, but, if anything, are probably way more fucking productive with their work and shit, like me, than most people at their fucking job who haven't touched weed in their fucking life. So, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to hear that bullshit. Like, everyone's fucking different with that.
A fucking a drink.
I mean, because it really is just straight up like a conservative take.
And be a habitual drinker. If you have a habit of drinking once a month, you're habitual. So, like, where's the line on that?
I guess it's the distinction of what are you considering a drug and what do you... I mean, like, you're talking about, like, drugs taking over someone's...
Going to the karaoke bar to have a couple drinks and sing karaoke every Friday, Saturday is habitual.
Like, that's a health problem.
And that's like what most people do. Like, most people, do is like, they might go to the restaurant or the bar with their friends, have a drink, and have, a little fun and a night out. Or if not drink, maybe like a hookah bar, or just simply hanging out with friends, or whatever the fuck. Or go and see a movie or some shit. Like, I mean, there's always like something that people will do, together and shit. And what a lot of people inside like to do is like sometimes, go to bars, hang out with friends, and sing karaoke, play pool at a bar that has it, or whatever the fuck. I mean, around here, barcades are really pretty big and popular. There's at least like 3 or 4 of them that I could think of. There's like the Quarter World, Space Room, Ground Control. There's 3 right off the bat. I know there's at least like a couple others. So, I mean, at least around here, that's a pretty big thing. So it's just like there's all sorts of stuff that people like to do that includes like habitual drug use, and alcohol is a part of that. Where, obviously it ain't a problem. It's just like something that they do as a night out with the boys, or some shit on a weekend. You know what I mean? Like, or with the gals night out, It's like, I mean, because it's never really been inherently seen as an issue, at least just on the basic surface level face of it.
That's not good for somebody.
It just ignores the history of drug users being some of the most innovative scientists, artists, politicians, public speakers, comedians.
Well, that's recreational drug use. I mean, obviously, there's a distinction between someone who's hopelessly addicted to drugs.
There's a lot of habitual drug addicts on the list of people I just mentioned. A lot.
Oh, I mean, of course.
Yeah.
So, like, it just ignores.
I mean, for example, Ulysses S. Grant, he was a pretty well-known whiskey drinker and cigar drinker. A cigar smoker. Like, he would drink, he loved his whiskey. And he loves his cigars. Like, I mean, he was very habitual on the daily having that shit all the time. He was kind of known as a drunkard. So, I mean, especially after the war. So it's just like, I mean, that's just one example of a politician, someone who was a president who was like straight up like pretty much a full-on drunkard. I mean, though, granted, one of the at least more mid-tier presidents, like he's not really like the greatest or the worst by any metric, in my opinion, but it's like, he was, like, I suppose, like, good for, what was needed there at the time, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't remember every single little detail about his presidency. I just like him because of, his actions in the Civil War. Fucking badass with that shit.
Reality.
And fucking, signing the peace deal, too, and then wrapping that shit up. Like, dude, got some badass traits.
Total Republican talking point, and it's coming out of Vosh. And he's being confronted about it, and he's doubling down on it.
Debating whether or not to jump ship, as it seems to be going the way of the SDS. Soaked on Left has made the argument that, like, if enough Voshites join the DSA, it can be shifted over. But I genuinely wonder whether or not it's worth the effort, or if it'd be better to just let the DSA float off into irrelevance and wait.
Why not do the whole takeover of it? I mean, there's a lot of DSA chapters that do have some influence, and also probably could use the influence a little bit, potentially. You're mentioning a thing here, Vosh, where you could actually do a little bit of practice, my dude, when it comes to leftism, but you're just sitting here like, it's not worth it. Like, dude, it's always the right time to do what's right. Like, I mean, because, hey, the worst thing that's going to happen is it doesn't work. And you know what? If that's the case, then, hey, at least you tried at that point. At least you had the gutzpah to fucking try it.
And just like,
I, a fucking socialist, wonder if it's worth the effort to direct my growing fan base to join socialist organizations or just to let them die.
Because the DSA are worse than liberal. Like, most leftist groups are worse than liberal.
How and why?
Huh?
Like, what?
Wait a minute. We're talking about the Democratic Socialists of America, right?
Yes.
They're worse.
So.
Which, by the way, I've worked with them before in the past. And, which, by the way, this is at this point 8 years ago, give or take. Like, I mean, 8 to 6 years ago about. So I've done some work with them a while back, a long time ago. And honestly, like, I mean, they have some influence and relevance around here, at least. I mean, at least a little bit. And honestly, it's like, I mean, they're not completely, like, they're not ever going to be not irrelevant. Like, they're always going to have some relevancy in different places. I know at PNW, just in general, especially in Seattle and, like Eugene, Portland, these places are they got a pretty decent, influence with them. I mean, it's like they're not like the biggest groups, of leftism around, obviously, but I mean, they do have at least a little bit of a sway, with different, leftist action and shit. I mean, I know the DSA has helped, either endorse or push different direct ballot initiatives themselves, and shit. So it's like, at least around here, they got some sway. They're not just irrelevant or whatever the fuck. And even if, they weren't, I mean, what's the fucking harm in maybe pushing some of your audience there, Vosh, into maybe, encouraging, these people that might live in Portland, Eugene, or Seattle, or really anywhere, to maybe join these groups and, see what they're about and try to help, maximize leftist efforts. Instead of this shit.
Liberals, they're worse than the liberals that wrote the crime bill that put a generation of black men in prison. They're worse than the liberals that continued and expanded the fucking wars in the Middle East. They're worse than the liberals that are hand in glove fucking corporate K Street sellouts, just like the Republicans. They're worse than that. The DSA?
Apparently, according to Vosh.
The Democratic Socialists of America is the largest socialist organization in the United States with over 92,000 members and chapters in all 50 states. We believe that working people should run both the economy and society democratically to meet human needs, not to make profits for a few.
Sounds awesome. Sounds based. I like that.
Poppycock.
Wow, what a total bunch of hogwash. I can see why.
Wow, definitely way worse than liberalism, definitely. That's basically what I advocate for fuck's sake. I mean, this is essentially kind of a different version, or at least a different phrasing of what I advocate for. I guess I advocate maybe a more leftist version of this with syndicalism, but nonetheless, it's basically what I push. I basically push DSA shit, so I guess, even though it's been a long time since I've worked with these guys before, I guess the chutzpah of them, is not rubbed off on me. It's still on me.
Bosch is disavowing.
How will this affect multinational trade if these so-called laborers get a bigger slice of the pie? I say negatively for the business class.
Actually, on which there are fulcrum issues in the United States, most of them orient around progressive issues or basic economic liberal, welfare shit. And liberals tend to be on the same side as the left on that. The only difference is that the left is less effective. What?
You're not. I'm noticing he's not explaining what he means by any of this.
Answers are you going to get out of a DSA?
Liberals? Wait a minute. When's the last time a liberal seriously addressed an economic issue in this country? I'll wait.
Can't think of one.
Where's this idea that liberals and leftists are close together on economic issues?
So in response to TJ, he basically implied trans people to Kopu using weed deserve to feel dysphoric. What? He said that in that video? Really? I actually want to hear that. I know that was a Vosh Pit video? I want to hear that. Where was it? Yeah, this fucking long-ass goddamn thing. What, near here?
And that he doesn't mean that if you ever once microdosed, that means you're forever untrustworthy. I don't know. No engagement. How do you feel about someone having to deal with weed and nicotine addiction? What is that? I don't know what you mean. Having to deal with addiction? Do you mean you just smoke weed? I don't know what you mean by that. As far as Vosh, your community has a lot of low self-esteem. Potheads have a lot of low self-esteem.
What? I think I have a pretty decent good self-esteem about myself. Thank you very much. I still got insecurities and shit like that. I think everyone has their own little, shit to deal with when it comes to that stuff. But excuse me? Yeah, I'm a pothead, but fuck, I have a decent self-esteem for myself. Fuck you. What?
shadow box.
Dude, Paul's really right on this. Like, he really do. I felt like I just listened to Rush Limbaugh when he was still alive on the radio, bro. Like, what the hell?
The echoes of their parents and their disapproving stares. They caught them smoking weed in the back porch when they arrived back from work early. Take my slippers off. Are cigarette smokers less trustworthy? Here's a question. Why do you care? Why
do you care, bro? You're the one who's giving a fuck about this. Jesus Christ. I mean, I just want to hear him be like, oh, trans people need to cope if they're, with like not smoking weed to help dysphoria. I want to hear that. Because goddamn, where's that happen? Where's that happen here?
Drug addicts end up on the streets. I know a lot of them get high after ending up on the streets, but it definitely goes both ways there. Like, why then are there so many stories of people like falling into addiction and stealing from their friends and family? Like, it's not new and it's not crazy. I just feel like a lot of you are just insecure because you smoke pot from time to time and you're getting mad at me because you think I'm attacking you.
Well, I mean, you're making the broad assumptions about it now, aren't you?
I don't care. Smoke whatever. I don't care. I'm not your friend. I don't give a shit. Okay? I hope you smoke so much weed that it convinces you that it's a good idea to donate to me, in spite of the fact that argue with me through donuts. That's what I want. Okay? I'm sick of it. I don't know what you people want from me.
Okay, I don't know exactly where the timestamp is on it. I'm not gonna dig for it enough because every time I try to sit for it, I'm gonna hear something where I'm gonna want to respond to it. So whatever.
Economic issues. Can I get an example of that, please? Would it be like when Glass-Steagall?
What would you do if you woke up and political ideologies everyone except you were completely reversed my spiel? Well, so I'm saying Israel is carrying out genocide, and we need to free Palestine. Honestly, I kind of weirdly enough might not really be that disturbed by it because I feel like my brain's already going insane with just the world as it is. So I feel like I would just be like, well, this is, I guess this is the timeline now. That would also mean that you would be like some fascist piece of shit, and then Venom would be one too. Like, would that mean my parents and my family would be like hella hardcore leftists too? Okay, I guess I guess that wouldn't necessarily be that bad, to be fucking frank with you. But honestly, there'll be like, some people like my brother who are kind of like libs. What about, that's what I mean, like libs and centrists and shit, where they're kind of like in that center. Like, what's gonna happen with that? Oh, dude, we're gonna have a paradox. You know what? They might just not change at all. They're gonna be the ones who just don't change. Like, half of their ideas might change, but not that much. Like, they might change a little bit, but not by a lot. Like, if they were questionable about trans rights, now they're okay with trans rights, basically, or vice versa, stuff like that. Just little soft, little switches around here and there, but not everything. Like centrism, they're only gonna, like, kind of half, change things. So, yeah. Kind of like Vosh here.
Was fucking completely and utterly...
Which, by the way, honestly, I really want to know the timestamp for this. I really do. Where you apply trans people who cope using weed deserve to feel dysphoric. I really want to know the timestamp for that, to be honest. Fence sitters. Well, both sides have some good points. Post change. Well, both sides have some good points. Yeah. They just don't change at all.
Eradicated.
They're the lucky bastards. They're the exemptions to this whole rule change of the world.
Democratic fucking presidency. Would that be an example of the liberals being better to go to on, like, when is this? When I brought up economics during our fucking argument, this dude poo-pooed my whole economic argument as if it doesn't matter. The only thing that mattered to this dude was fascism is coming, my guy.
Gotta vote, my dude.
Fucking fear-mongering and a bullshit like, I think there's a 30% chance there'll never be another fucking election again based on...
Someone in chat called Vosh Millennial Bill Maher. Damn. I mean, yeah. I mean, don't, oh no, don't, dude. I still like on a personal level, if I were to meet him, what I'm saying, Vosh in this case, like, I still feel like I'd be chill with him and be cool with him, but like, goddamn, bro, don't do that to me. It's hard to disagree with sometimes. Yeah, I know. Don't do that to me. And also, I also try to like potentially maybe get on this show for maybe like an hour or something. Not to necessarily be hostile, but maybe to at least address some of these things that are being mentioned here. Just in a way of like, strictly about like, the whole labor front aspect of things, considering that, I'm one of these lefties that in a way he kind of poo-poos, but I'm on the ground, and have in the past, I've even streamed some of it before, of like walking a walk, so to speak, and I've talked about it all the fucking time. So like, it's like, so obviously, Vosh is missing something here and he ain't getting it. I mean, like, seriously. Or maybe he does, but he just doesn't think it works. But maybe, you just need to listen to some motherfuckers out there and be like, hey, because there are people out there like me, that are able to do it. It's like, maybe you should, like, genuinely try to encourage, and not just you, but other lefty streamers as well, but, to encourage your audience to, really do actually go out and look for these efforts that are in their local communities. And you know what? And if you're not part of a union or anything like that, just see if there's a strike line going on or something like that. If there's a strike going on in your neighborhood or in your town, go check it out. I mean, just go see what the fuck it's about. I mean, at the very fucking minimal. I mean, something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's all it really fucking takes. And, if you want to try to at least, have a genuine influence and change on the fucking world, especially at least as, like, lefty streamer, or at least if ostensibly that's how you want to, couch yourself as. Voosh. This is buttermilk pie? A buttermilk pie, huh? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Ooh. That's a cornbread vibe. Like a sweet cornbread? Yeah, a little bit. It looks pretty good. I like it.
Could happen. I mean, do we
once the DSA wants a
Oh,
socialist
please, always
organization
say
in
we don't know
America
you-
to die.
I mean, look, in Bosch's defense, I mean, Trump could herald fascism. That is a possibility.
Yeah, a giant ass could descend from the fucking boundless reaches of
Paul.
space,
That is-
crush the world
that
between
is-
its sweaty butt cheeks. It
That is a
could
fantastic
It could
scenario, Paul.
happen.
Dude, like, an onslaught of undead unicorns will conquer the earth through if, Lord Zargothax fucking, becoming the new emperor of, the planet, but, hey, because anything could happen, right?
And,
Donnie,
it is possible, but
you
far
deny
more
that it's
likely
possible.
Donald Trump is the president, as presumed nominee of the Republican
Possible.
Party, could very well be elected as ahead in the polls
Giant sweaty
and
ass.
could deliver.
possible.
And could deliver.
Giant sweaty
Paul
ass.
has no answer to this. He has no answer to this. Thank you.
Viable that you wouldn't get by talking to your average like Midwestern Democrat. In most cases, not much. The DSA can offer you maybe more in terms of like analysis or theory or whatever.
So basically,
What
they're
does
just
that
out of
mean?
line.
I mean, how do you know that, Vosh? Have you actually talked to any of them before? I know this guy's talked to, like, some IWW dudes and, like, some uni people before, but has he actually talked with DSA people before? Because, like, I mean, they're not really that much different. They're just a little bit more, like, electorally aligned, in comparison to, like, other, like, lefty worker-based movements and shit. So, like, I mean, like, because in comparison to the IWW, like, they're, more like, electorally leaning, while the IWW is willing to, and more, working with other unions and working in tandem, with like helping with different efforts and, partaking in strike lines and stuff like that. It's practically screaming in his chat. Vosh recently left us less fixes because we have less money. Yeah, it turns out having millions, sometimes billions of dollars funding per year per campaign incentives help give him a leg up. Yeah, that's another factor to this that I don't think he fucking understands. And, considering that, yeah, I'm rich, I could just fucking get out if shit hits the fan, my guy. Like, considering that, maybe he could put some money where his mouth is and maybe help, like, some of these efforts. Donate a bunch of money to a fucking union on, going on strike, or something like that. I know the UAW is having another strike here with, I think, trying to unionize, like, a Toyota factory or some shit. So, I mean, it's like, donate some money to that shit, my guy. It's like, I mean, seriously, it's like, it's just little things like that. Like, I feel like there would be a little bit more merit and maybe, a little more, like, sincerity to, like, this shit that he says, if he was actually just doing that type of stuff, It's just like, I mean, honestly, he's not going anywhere. House arrest, Vosh. Yeah, he's like on house arrest, dude.
with the
like,
country.
actually going out there and doing or changing anything. In a lot of
If
cases,
you actually talk to people in these other states and other parts of the nation, besides like coastal elites, it's totally out of sync. If you actually want to win, you have to basically you have to promote these and in action act on liberal policies.
For me, this kind of is that Midnight. Like he may not.
Do you think it would go so far as to do why I left to left? Well, I wouldn't necessarily say this is there yet.
He may not have labeled this like why I left the left, but he's advocating for leftists to throw their lot in with liberals who are not leftists. Liberals are not leftists, dude. The Overton window has shifted to such an extent that a modern day liberal is indistinguishable from a 1985 Republican, okay? So I think that this kind of is the why he's poo-pooing fucking radical leftist organizations, socialist organizations, in favor of funneling all this fucking energy into libs.
And basically the equivalent of like the DNC and shit like that. It's like, this really is what he's saying. Like, I mean, he's not even willing to consider the idea that, like, oh yeah, we are in a primary, so maybe we should funnel, some effort. Yeah, because there's flaws with Marianne. Because, he says that a lot about Biden, right? So it's like, why not make the same excuse for Marianne Williamson? It's like, if you make the same excuses for Biden, who really honestly is fucking worse than her on plethora of fucking issues, and honestly, Marianne isn't necessarily the greatest on different things. Like, I mean, her stances on vaccines, frankly, are a bit questionable at best, frankly. And also there's like a couple other things, about her that I'm not like 100% about, but at least, especially where a lot of the issues, even with, healthcare, it's like on these issues that where it matters and where it fucking counts, like she is at least pretty much like, in tandem, at least on a basic idea about what, I agree with and will want to see in this country and shit. Like having universal healthcare, stronger unionization efforts, a stronger, more robust, education system, smaller class size, stuff like, just all these different things. Like, she is an advocate for this shit. So it's like, I mean, yeah, she got flaws, but like, if we're going to make the same fucking like, well, he's got flaws, for, goddamn, it's all Jover genocide Biden over here, then you could make the fucking same excuses for her. So it's like, I mean, what the fuck? We, ostensibly are in the primary, and I am going to vote for her in the primary season and shit. I mean, so I'm making that pretty fucking clear at least. Yeah, obviously she ain't going to, make it, especially considering that, whatever fucking energy, people like Vosh and all these other leftists have been using to basically be like, well, but I guess, instead of maybe like trying to rock a boat at least a little bit, even if it does end up being the same fucking result that we were going to be expecting, then fuck, at least we're doing something at that point. But it's like, we're not. That's what really annoys the fuck out of me about this. Like, are we not even going to be trying here? Like, seriously? Let's do a thoughts minute. Let's say there weren't any money in politics. Campaigners had to run solely on their charisma positions. How many libs would be picked over leftists? Honestly, I feel like that would probably generally maybe vary state by state, but arguably, I don't know. Let's just take it on a national level. Like, let's say at least on the Democratic side of things, let's just say like the two parties, I suppose, just at least with the Democratic Party, here. Or at least, states that have open primary states and shit. Like, honestly, out of like, from 0 to 100, probably realistically between 40 to 60. And maybe more depending on the state, like in places like in Washington, Oregon, or even California, at least in some places, it'd probably be like, 8 out of 10 type of shit, basically. But like, for, maybe like Wyoming or, Texas, I mean, it'd probably be more like, 4 out of 10, shit, because there would definitely still be probably a more stronger conservative bloc there to an extent. So it's like, at least there'll definitely be a lot more of a sway, and if anything, there will be more of an ability to maybe get shit done and also have more of an ability to sway a lot of that electoral influence and shit, instead of just, this conservative bloc bullshit, going on. So, I mean, it honestly, if anything, really at the end of the day, it would be enough to rock the fucking boat, which is, I don't know, needed. So, I would say that much. And if I had to push it, I would go pay for it or come and use, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it's like, well, you're going to get that no matter what, honestly, because, well, conservatives are, well, let's just be honest, retarded. So, I mean, you're going to get a lot of them who are just, going to still be pretty stupid at that. Be like, well, we could pay for it, stuff like that. It's like, well, not your taxes, but, the tax of your boss, that, happens to be making way more fucking money than you do, just sitting on his ass in his office while you're breaking your fucking back. Getting, asbestos or some shit in your lungs. I mean, I'm solely on the left side of things. Well, you do hear it from the left side of things, though. Sometimes. They're making the same arguments. Yeah. As if... because Vosh is starting to really bend this way, like, has he made this before, too? Has he made the argument before as well? Because I wouldn't really be surprised. Because, like, I mean... Oh, my God. And also, especially for libs, they should understand, like, the idea of, like, how to pay for it, because, like, they're the weird, like, capitalist guru, uwu. How do we, like, use taxes and investments and this and that? They're all the ones that like to, pretend to ponder about that shit and think they're sophisticated, like, gurus about it. So, it's like, I mean, you would think they would understand how to be able to, pay for it or whatever, at least in comparison to way more than a conservative. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a lib, so I can't really explain that one specifically. But, I mean, either way, I mean, I do think, there would definitely be a lot more of an ability. Because I know in Portland, like, with the multi-rate choice voting there, like, that's going to be coming up with this coming election here and shit. Like, it's there's definitely going to be a pretty mass change that would definitely be way more in the positive for Portland and shit in comparison to what we've been having for quite some time with Portland for, like, the last... Well, I don't even know. It's at least since my lifetime, as far as I'm concerned. And that means that you would actually probably see Portland turn out for the better, but it'll be a work in progress, obviously. There's a lot of work to do. Like Bernie, if you took a majority of his ideas by themselves, they're certainly popular, but because they're taught as crazy social, certainly far-fetched. Like I say, coming election, we're not even out in January. Well, if I remember correctly, I think multi-ranked choice voting... I'll have to ask Grip. I'm pretty sure it either already passed or it's... and this election, at least in Portland, is going to have multi-ranked choice voting, or it's coming up and it's pretty much likely to pass. To be honest, I forgot which. I'm not in Portland, so I don't, like, say, like, that much in tune with every little tiny thing, but I know that is, like, been a big thing, with multi-rate choice voting being in the city, and hopefully that, becomes way more widespread with, the rest of the state, too, honestly, because that'd be nice over here. I'm not really in the county, so it'd be nice if the rest of us could have that. Thank you.
Out of protesting too, because their messaging is awful, no discipline or control. A lot of them are it's just worthless org, I know it varies from place to place. Not all DSA orgs are the same, so it's going to, like, I'm painting with a broad brush here, but, like, Jesus Christ, Yeah, you got to...
It's pretty broad there, bud.
Trust liberals for this stuff. I mean, it sucks that you have to, but, like, blame lefties.
Just gotta take the whip, bro. It's like, just suck it up. And blame the left like literally everyone else does because, why not? You can't beat them, join them, right? Is that pretty much what we're at there, Vosh? Is that what we're doing?
Debate. This is exactly what the deep
and and also, hey, you're also a lefty there, bro. So aren't you lumped in on this too? I guess not anymore. He's he's saying it like he's not really a part of the left, so to speak. So, Paul is kind of right. He is really kind of saying that.
For their political movements, they're
whoa.
Oh shit!
We're famous.
Oh shit!
Famous, bro.
I didn't even know we were mentioned in this.
I didn't even really not.
It's come from the side. Nothing will fundamentally change. I know, dude. And wasn't Vosh also being like, we need to bully Biden and push him to the left? And Fast forward 4 fucking years later, and what do you know? Didn't happen at all. In fact, if anything, he's been licking that mummified boot that Jover's been wearing, dude. Like, ay. Man, I feel like this is really even more annoying because I kind of do, in some way, like Vosh's personality to an extent. You know, there's some things about him that I do generally like. You know, and this is why it gets really fucking annoying, because it's like, bro, I mean, like, what? It's like, why? It's like, it's like, you know that this is, you know it ain't it, Chief. It's like, come on. Like, I feel like you could be doing way fucking better about this, and, you know, I don't know, like, breaking out of the bubble a little bit, instead of, you know, just continue to, you know, stay inside your weird little, like, lib echo chamber fucking shit, dude. Like, seriously.
I mean, it's probably brief anyways, but we'll see.
I hope the rest of this fucking thing is just a giant rant against us.
Or like a perfect example of the rot that I'm describing.
Vosh mentioned, you gotta change things within the system through or respond to that MLK. Yeah. Not just that either. Here's 2 words. Malcolm X. You know, it's like, I mean, and also that would be a 3-letter response. I guess unless you're meaning his full name, Martin Luther King. But yeah. But, like, and also, you know, I mean, it's holy fuck. I mean, honestly, that one could just, you know, go on forever, dude. It's like, you know, here's a few others. Like, you know, Elizabeth Guthrie Flynn. You know, fucking Lucy Parsons. Joe Hill. Like, and, you know, all of them, like, hardcore labor guys and shit, and gals. You know, so it's like, and then you got Marie Mother Jones, another one. You know, it's like, you know, also, you know, a lot of women. A lot of badass women, too. You know, that are in all that shit. So, just saying, you know, it's like, I mean, fuck. You think these people just worked within the system? No, they didn't. They worked with outside of the box, so to speak. They worked with the outside of the paradigm and shit. That's how we get our civil rights. We have to do this. Just vote hard and just go home. Dude, that really is such a fucking sentiment. You know, honestly, what, you know, Vosh sounds like a little bit, and why I think you know, kind of knows me a little bit. He kind of reminds me of my brother to an extent. I'm not even gonna lie. He kind of reminds me of my brother a little bit. Not as much of a lib, but he does a little. Because my brother says the same shit, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. He's just like, you know, because politics, you just gotta tune yourself out and just not let it get to you. And when it comes time to all election stuff, just gotta, you know, just suck it up, vote, and do your thing, and, you know, just keep the grind or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm on the other side of the phone, just like, oh my god, bro, if I could just be there to be like, hold on, let me just, like, I don't know, give you my take a little bit, and then you could say whether you agree or disagree and whatever the fuck, and, you know, whatever. I don't know. But, like, man, you know, it's just like, I'm sitting here just like, because it's like, you don't, it's like, because honestly, it's like, you don't think I've heard this shit before, man? Like, dude, like, I'm here, I'm hearing it here, you know? It's like, I feel like I'm, like, you know, listening to that phone call I had with my brother the other day. I mean, because, like, man, it's like, what the fuck? How about you set my day and not tell me what to do? I mean, honestly, yeah, a little bit, you know? It's like, I mean, one, I'll, like, infer, like, my ability of acting with politics in my own way, and he knows that, like, because, I mean, one of the few phone calls I made when I got arrested on June 19th back in 2020 was to him, and, well, let's just say this, he was not fucking happy about that. But, I mean, you know, like, you know, like, so he knows that, you know, I've kind of go the, you know, extra mile with direct action and shit, and he knows that. So, I mean, which is also kind of why I kind of was like, you know, I'm not just the kind, like, I kind of want to be like, you know, I'm not the kind of guy that just kind of suck it up. I mean, remember that time where I wanted to say, it's like, remember that time where I just straight, like, I was like one of the calls, you know, that I made, you know, was to you when I was in a holding cell. Because I think that should prove that, you know, I'm not, like, just someone who sucks it up. Like, you know, and because I'm not.
Do you need this?
What are you going to do with that?
Tape it onto the pole, then a prestige that everyone keeps backing into. the pole's like knee high.
Well, honestly, it's technically,
And the other ones are like yay high, and they're all like orange and shiny like that.
well, I don't know. That'll probably be a
And
good,
then you have the one, and it's like bent over.
because people keep backing into it.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was gonna just have it as like a fun little prop, thing. Because man, I know I should have gotten 2 of them.
I got duct tape around here somewhere.
I know I should have gotten 2 of them. Oh, you remember how many times he went down to ice? Yeah, I mean, yeah, in the federal courthouse and Justice Center. Dude, I mean, honestly, just you saying ice, maybe remember the time I almost got shot in the balls by those fuckers. Like, dude, straight up, when they fucking, shot me with those rubber bullets, there was, dude, I mean, I'm not kidding, dude, that shit was literally, right here. There was one shot here and one shot here, and, dude, those fucking welts didn't go away for, a fucking month, bro. I'm not even, honestly, one of them, I think it was the most inner one, that one didn't go away for, a month and a half. There's still, a little bit of a slight bruise, even a month and a half in. I'm like, what the fuck? Jesus, what did they shoot me with? It's fuck. And, I mean, and I honestly was so glad they didn't hit my jewels, because they probably would have, I would be 3 nut Ignar, dude. I'd probably have, one literally just, split in half, because of the sheer force or something, or just straight shatter. Oh my god, I would have been partially neutered by the fucking ice-fed piece of shit, dude. Sing a soprano. Dude, that dude, oh my god. Oh man. Just thinking about that. That was exactly, well, not exactly, but that was about 3 years ago now, 2021, fresh in the new year. What are you doing? What are you looking at here?
I'm scoping your sign and thinking it's sinking in out of prestige. So
this is I don't know about that. That would require some extra welding shit. That's just.
I can put it out there. I can.
No. Just use that. Just use that thing. The next time some dipshit runs into those things, I'll pick another one up.
I'm kind of joking, but I'm just thinking, yeah, that'd be great. It's stick it up and put it in the best parking spot.
Oh my god. Sing a soprano. I mean, I'll be singing not just soprano, but goddamn outright falsetto shit, dude. I'll be going even extra level on that. Well, I can't do it now, but yeah.
End up having to park where you run into the stupid cement pole.
Well, that's on you.
Yeah.
Probably should be observant.
Well, I am trying to be as observant as I can. That pole hides.
Maybe these are people find taking in the ass like a meek prison bitches, but I'm not, and that's why I think when I hear suck it up and vote Biden. Yeah, a little bit. Suck it up and vote for Bubba.
You try to back up, you can't see that pole.
The old mummified Bubba.
That's what I'm saying. It's nice to get to the top of that pole.
I could just buy reflective tape. I could just order that online.
And something that's up.
Then we will just take a 2x4 and put a bunch of reflective tape, and there you go. I mean, people should be able to see that. Because I kind of want to keep that. I like it. I like being a little anarchist, a little, little schmuck and grabbing little things randomly for amusement.
Well, it's not like the next Safeway truck that leaves the store. Well,
that's why. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm a little bit whatever. But it's I don't know when that's gonna happen. It's blue. No matter who fucks this. It's time again. Put on the wig. Yes, sir. Just imagine me putting on like clown makeup and a little clown wig and a little nose and shit.
They is losing members year over year. It's a shakeup.
So wait a minute. Never mind.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
The rot that I'm describing. DSA is losing members year over year. It's a shakeup.
So wait a minute. Never mind, dude. I don't even want to fucking engage. I got to be honest with you. I want to get mad at this. I want to rage out, but this actually kind of makes me sad. This is kind of like more disappointing than rage making to me, because this dude has the ear of a lot of really passionate young people. And
people like me too, by the way. I mean, because I like to watch him and stuff, even despite my very vehement disagreements with some of his takes and shit.
Gonna run them into the fucking ground. They're never gonna trust a person again. They're never gonna trust leftists again.
You want a cancer on the left, Paul.
And that's already kind of a problem, in my mind, because there's always like this like gatekeeping and like, oh well, they had like these past beliefs before. They said this once 5 years ago or like 8 years ago or some shit. Or they had this hot take, or they're too edgy or this and that or whatever the fuck. Like, it just kind of creates this weird sense of like paranoia, to the infighting and shit. Which is like, look, it's one thing to disagree about shit, that's totally fine. But like this sense of like, just this weird like echo chambery shit. It's just so like, to me, that's like really what causes the problem here. Like, it's not really the disagreements in my mind necessarily. That's why I still will watch, honestly. Because it's not inherently disagreements. It's just like this inherent sense of distrust. Like, I mean, even Vosh kind of implies it a little bit. It's like, oh, I don't trust, someone who habitually like smokes weed or something. It's like, even though like there's plenty of people out there that are totally functional and totally fine, doing it. And so it's like, well, I mean, it's like, geez. It's bad enough that divisions that exist are based on us pushing us back on the right. I mean, yeah, and I kind of feel like Vosh is like doing that a little bit. It's like what the fuck? That's why I kind of get a little frustrated with it, and honestly, I kind of get Paul's kind of anger, but also sadness to it, because it's like, I mean, the energy really needs to kind of be there and like to be aggressive and be like, like fuck what we've been doing for over and over again. Let's try to work for some change. And you know what? If it doesn't work out this time around, then let's just keep doing it until it fucking does, because at least what we've done in the previous time hasn't been working. Let's try at least something different.
20 years.
I mean, it's not like it hasn't necessarily been tried in the past, because there has been times where it has been successful and there's been momentum for it. But because of complacency and frankly a lot of this type of mentality, it's like led to a lot of that takeaway and dismantling of a lot from what was gained. I mean, it's like even from the last like 40 fucking years, even 30, 20 years, it's like so much has been taken away, in comparison to what has been gained. It's only been like the last couple of years where we're starting to at least kind of crumble some back, at least with some of this rise of like these labor strikes and shit. It's only been recently where we're starting to kind of see at least a little bit of an inkling of this again. And it's like, and that should be like a real strong sign of like, let's start focusing with that shit, because because that's what at least works for a lot of people. There's a big bridge with that, and I've been saying that even really kind of before these little big strikes are on the rise. I have to get around not going right now. Someone's perpetual user and method somewhat as more of a potential red flag. Yeah.
Following this guy's prescription.
I mean, yeah, and I don't disagree with that.
And watch more of their fucking rights piss away down the drain. I watch the climate get worse.
Why would you not? Like, what mischief is someone stoned out am I going to get up to? Yeah, that's also kind of it. It's like, I don't know. I kind of get into some mischief sometimes myself a little bit. But, I mean, it's honestly just like, silly good trouble shit. Just like, playing music while I'm walking my dog at like 2 a.m. or some shit. You know what I mean? Or something like that. And just not really giving a fuck about the Stone owners or some shit, or whatever the fuck. Just random things like that. I mean, it's not like, like, oh, I'm about to like, fucking, smash a window or something and slash a tire or two because lol. Or, it's not that. It's not breaking into someone's car for their radio or whatever. Maybe I won't trust them around food if they get the munchies. Yeah, true. Hello, my friend. Well, hello.
So watch nothing happen. They're gonna turn into fucking people like me who don't see a point in going to the fucking voting booth. He's just creating more Paul. Like he's
More
just doing,
Pauls.
he's
He
doing
fights
exactly
to
what he should be doing.
destroy-
More salt.
No, Paul, he fights to make
He's got a
money.
More
young,
salt in the
fucking
mines.
motivated audience. He could be
True.
funneling these people into the DSA. He could change the parts of the DSA that he doesn't like. He could influx, put some new blood in that organization, keep it alive,
Why
and keep
save
the
a
fucking fight
poisonous
alive.
organization? A poisonous organization, Paul. There you.
Years ahead, he had a stoner friend who ate his birthday cake. Well, I know at least for him, he would have like panic attacks on weed and shit like that, you know, and that's why he stopped smoking weed. But I think I don't know, maybe he attributes, you know, his negative experiences with weed to, you know, like his outlook on it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to be like a hardcore armchair psychologist about it. I mean, unless I actually was like, you know, one-on-one with him. It's like, you know, by the way, you know, before we wrap it up or something, you know, your drug taste, like, look, I'm a stoner, man. I'm smoking on daily, you know, I will be honest with that, but look, I'm honestly one of the more harder working motherfuckers that, you know, like, especially considering all my talk and stuff, you know what I do. I'm, you know, and I tend to be a reliable person and have pretty good self-esteem and all this stuff. You know, I know some of the things you said about these things, so, I mean, you know, what's really truly the root of this? And, you know, like, and why, like, this strange double standard? Because I know you also, you know, will, you know, have taken different drugs before and still do, and blah, blah, blah. I think you know right away we're stoning. Well, yeah, I guess with my hat, right? Yeah, but you know what? Like, I don't care. You know, like, I mean, you know, what? Maybe, you know, that should be an opportunity to be like, hey, maybe I'm an exception to the rule, or maybe like that rule's just fucking stupid, you know, that he has in his head. Because I don't know, it's just ridiculous.
Just more right wing bullshit. Another win for the fucking right wing. Here's a fucking giant, growing leftist audience being told that they can do.
And pro we had, gosh, this may surprise you. I'm a stoner. No, you're not, my dude. I never knew that.
Better than vote for Hillary Clinton over and over again.
TJ, if in your house you see a rotten floorboard, what do you do, TJ? Pluck it out. You pluck it out. As Paul should be plucked out from the left.
Vosh officially broke Paul House. Like, why don't
What?
you gauge with,
Then
the,
I
pro-
really-
with what I'm bringing up and stop with the blood sports fucking cheerleading bullshit? Why don't you actually address some of the points that I brought up in this? Because I don't know if you've noticed, I haven't salt exploded.
Yet.
I've just calmed
Even that is Scotty. But it's coming. It is coming soon.
like,
Dude, Scotty knows. Because I do remember kind of tuning in for a second. I was hearing Paul just going off. And, you know, so it does come up. I know that much.
why would a self-avowed socialist who on other days might be advocating for like worker co-ops, that level of workers seizing the means of production, be
Which, to be fair, Vosh has.
chasing people away from the DSA and talking about
And
the-
also, I mean, he's gone as far to advocate for Reconstruction and shit. You know, having General Sherman marching down and shit. Like, I mean, like, you know, he's advocated for that even. So, I mean, it's like, he definitely has his moments of having his left streaks for sure. I mean, you know, so it's like, what the fuck?
virtue of riding with Biden. I'll wait.
Well, if maybe the orc should just die
I'll
then.
wait, and you know what I'll get
Any
out of
idea how
you
weird-
and the rest of the little fucking troll
I guess he did just say it there.
Voshite fucking empty
Yeah, fuck this, you know, socialist organization. Just let it die.
morons in the chat. You know what I'll get? More like Paul in absolute shambles. Paul unhinged.
Paul
Paul lost the plot. Never engaged, dude. You've learned so well.
It is for me to advocate for the DSA in any capacity where multiple people have emailed me saying that asking whether or not a entrant to the DSA is a fan of me is a question. Like that they ask you when you're entering. Like, do you know how weird
How
that feels?
non-thinking are the people that
I mean, you know, honestly, I question whether that really was even something that happened. maybe there was like, some random person that like might have like asked a question at like some random bumblefuck chapter somewhere. But like, I mean, to say that like the DSA as like a whole organization, nationally or even on various different chapters, does that is fucking ludicrous. I mean, that is just absurd. And honestly, even then, like, who cares? I guess.
Actually, where it's like, do you endorse this? That's so people joining an organization is contingent upon what a streamer thinks about it. I mean, that person seriously has their priorities in order.
When you're proffering shit,
it's like his liberalism set campfire every once in a while, someone throwing in kindling the fire flare up into leftism. Yeah, it kind of is getting to that point. It's like, man, that fire used to be a little leftist, with like someone maybe taking a log away, to walk away with it as a torch, while they go take a piss or some shit, like they made it, a little bit of liberal, but someone else will add some shit to it. But it's like people have just kind of let that fire die out a little bit. Now they're just so every now and then someone's like, I guess I should probably get some kindling, huh?
You're fucking self people
to go to. Like when you're selling young leftists, the only place you can go to is Hillary Clinton for your fucking political advocacy. Maybe they're right to ask whether or not they're a fucking Voshite before they let them in the door. If I was a member of a DSA chapter, I wouldn't want that doomer fucking bullshit taking over my DSA chapter.
Here, TJ's dog story reminded me of the stream where Zimri was a cat was a zombie or something because he was walking around and his ribs were exposed. Super weird. I did not hear the story, no. But I am kind of curious. Sounds strange. Do you know what timestamp? Because we'll check it out after that.
Given how hostile you are to the very idea of socialists fucking having an organization structure, why would I want to let a bunch of your little fucking pimple faces into my shit? To drag it down into the toilet and funnel a bunch of money into the DNC so they can continue to rape the third world?
45 minutes.
Even advocate for the DSA. On the basis that it's decentralized. I think that decentralized political organizations are a horrible fucking idea. They don't ever work.
I mean, what do you think like local unions are? They're kind of decentralized, to an extent. I mean, sure, they're attached to a national union, but like, I mean, they still kind of work autonomously on their own and decentral to like the whole broader apparatus to an extent when it comes to like the needs and of the workers in different regions of the country. That's kind of the point of the like. Oh my god! For someone who likes to crow about leftist theory, I feel like he doesn't even really get it. And look, I'm not like some like professor of like leftist theory or some shit, but I have like a kind of a basic understanding about it. And honestly, you don't even have to like go into the deep theories and like read every fucking book about it to understand some of this shit. You just have to, like. Really, in a lot of ways, I mean, just kind of like, just kind of like, exist at this point, frankly, honestly. I mean, to kind of understand it a little bit. I mean, because, like, shit. I mean, considering, like, the, conditions as it is now, like, I mean, an alternative that actually would provide, that outlook and positive opportunity for people would be having direct democratic control in the workplace, and that includes, have, your own communities, which we already kind of have that when it comes to like, townships and councils and blah, 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 when it comes to that, mayor and yada, yada. So it's like, I mean, why not just expand that to the workplace and shit and have like, these like collective, groups, in these workplaces and shit, being able to democratically decide, in the workers be able to democratically decide, like what, is best for them. And yeah, to an extent, it's like, it's, that is kind of decentralized to an extent because it, it takes away the centralized power of the fucking boss, and, sprouts it, into the fucking workers' hands. I mean, also not, every union's, contract, or like, like when it comes to these local unions, like, these different workplaces also will have different contracts with said with those said unions. So there's also like kind of a decentralized element to that too. Like, I mean, it's so, I mean, what, oh my God, it's like, really, Vosh?
Really, never were.
Wait, I think that's what we're showing Paul play Alien, I think. I want to get any long and short of it. Yeah, sure.
Like, the only time you guys
I mean, after all this, I mean, we'll definitely skim around and check it out.
ever see any messaging from the DSA is when one of their smaller chapters goes fucking AWOL and starts saying insane shit that gets, like, reboosted on Twitter, you know? If you want a big, like, 10
Once
political war,
again, my dude, my son. Twitter doesn't matter. I know this is mind blowing to your millennial ass that the Beverly Hills fucking viewpoint on the world. Twitter doesn't fucking matter. Half of those 50,000 likes were probably people with fucking multiple accounts gaming the system. Twitter doesn't matter.
People like and share shit a lot, dude.
I mean, especially considering that's become more of like a Nazi cesspool than anything else. I mean, it really shouldn't matter.
I remember one time I shared something online and I hadn't even read it. It was basically some shit about vaccines, and it's like, it was like, and it made it seem like it was like, it basically clickbaity. It's like vaccines are bullshit. You know,
Dude,
so
my mom had a Twitter for a while. She got into Facebook and then she wanted a Twitter. And I watched her one day. She was on her Twitter and she was going through her feed just liking everything. And I was like,
Right.
Mom, what are you doing? And she was like, well, I think it's nice to give them that little heart. I like to give them a little thumbs up when I like,
Give 'em
you
a
know
little
what I mean?
heart,
Like,
peaches.
It's just nice to do that, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my god, like, what?
the idea
That is just straight up like some boomer shit right there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you know, Paul, but that is just that your mama hell boomer on that one.
that is somehow reflective of anything you need to be talking about as a serious political mind is fucking
I mean, and
ludicrous,
there's fake
Moss.
likes, there's bots, there's all kinds of crap. I
It's
mean,
like the 5th time in this video where you've deferred to Twitter as something that I should give a fuck about as a person living out here in reality.
So no shit, especially considering I haven't used Twitter since like 2020 or some shit. So if the super neglected Labradors, whose owner is quadriplegic, whose wife was supposed to take care of the dog, was cheating on him, and it was implied that she was getting abused by the guy, so she was cheating on her husband with. What? Okay, you definitely gotta find the fucking timestamp for this. Like, aw.
What? Like, are you that?
This fucking comment, the CIA made Bosch. The CIA, what the fuck? I mean, I'm not gonna be that fucking ridiculous. I know some people legit will have said that, and I think legitimately, and I'm like, okay, that's just fucking ridiculous. He's not fucking part of the CIA. Give me a break.
Online brained and broken that you can't even think outside of like, he who wins gets the most.
At someone put in the comments. Maybe. Yeah, you're probably right. Unless it's probably all about Vosh. Probably is. Well, yeah, kind of. More Vosh poking. Some Harry Potter shit. 2024 meetup. Okay, whatever. Nico Avocado Gauntlet. Oh, God. Nico Avocado. Paul's being a child again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Paul's going to end up giving himself a stroke at this pace. Dude, chill. Oh, shit. A literal child. Paul's entertaining an audience. Yeah, I mean, oh my god. Oh my fucking god, dude. I love it. Wait, hold on. Maybe if we do newest first. Yeah, there's like not even a singular timestamp. Wait. Oh god, that's a wall of text. Wait, there was more than one reply on that. Oh, wait, no, I guess there was only one reply on that. Watch us lib. I don't care what he says. Any more to contrary and social is still not true. Watch calls. Anyone else knows the pattern? Okay, that's a little absurd. Dude, did he really just oh my god. Okay, dude. That dude, now you're okay, this guy's just being a little comical about it. I don't care about it decisively like stupid living I mentioned piracy because flip out just fight. What? Okay. Yeah, it's not in there. God damn it. Yeah, ain't no timestamp. That is bullshit.
Like, dude, getting
I guess so.
ratioed
I guess
doesn't
that's kind
have
of
any
it.
fucking consequences in the real world, bro. Give me a break.
Can't
They
be
have
like
monetary
one small
ones.
tent. It has to be one big tent. But it's,
I mean, honestly, you know what it does have when it comes to that? Entertainment value. I'll grant that. Like, you know, the only thing Twitter is worth the fuck is like entertainment value if you want to, like, you know, see some Republican dumb shit get ratioed by a bunch of lefties or something. Or by a bunch of libs and progressives. Like, that's basically about as far as it goes.
it's a billion small tents. It's incredibly dumb. Wait, is PV not decentralized? PV isn't an advocacy org. It does.
Yeah, do you
It
think
does,
the fact that radical leftists aren't in one big tent has anything to do with people like you chasing people out of those organizations and funneling them back into the fucking meat grinder that is the DNC? You think that might have something to do with it, my guy? My dude, my bro?
My bro, my homie, my man. I hope I'm not thinking of sloppy seconds. Oh shit! You could. Oh, you know that might be the possibility. Because if so, then I won't be able to show it. No.
have a thing in phone banking work, which is a lot more directed. For the most part, PV just directs people and it works with like existing campaigns, so different goals. Also, PV isn't like decentralized the way the DSA is. There's not like 50 PV chapters that all have total autonomy in messaging. What org should people join that's not the DSA? I don't fucking know. Bosh, my intro to the
Well, I don't know. Maybe if you're here that meant to be the alternative voice, then maybe you should have like an alternative groups. Oh my god, dude, he doesn't think about any of this shit. He doesn't think about like, you know, the direct action or different organizations. He just rules it off as like, whatever. Like, he doesn't care about it. Like, I mean, it's like, fuck. I mean, no wonder, like, you know, he, you know, basically is like, accept the whip, my dude, you know, essentially, because he doesn't really think about any fucking alternative to this shit, because he thinks it's just meaningless or whatever the fuck.
Oh, great! Wow, dude, this is radical leftism with your fucking professor, Vosh.
And you know what? And it's like, if you don't fucking know, then start one or some shit, you son of a bitch. Like, fuck.
Excuse me, sir, I'm a young leftist looking to get involved. What leftist resources should I avail myself of? I don't fucking know. Vote for Hillary. What is this?
meeting concerning where we'd hold a community viewing of a communist documentary, never went to another meeting again, Lamau. It's so fucking embarrassing, dude. It's so embarrassing. For the SRA can be okay.
What's
The SRA
embarrassing is watching you with a fucking Che Guevara flag draped around your shoulders, acting like you're a fucking socialist of any stripe.
And also, like, the one time, like, some dork decided to go to a meeting and it happened to be about watching a documentary, like, I don't think that necessarily equates to the entire fucking, like, work of, like, a specific organization. Like, these people fucking really think it's like, oh, you know, show up once and, you know, just, like, rule them out or rule them in, depending on that perspective, and just like, oh, well, there you go. And any tiny little red flag that you might think is a little sussy or some shit, just be like, oh, well, no, fuck this, I guess. Instead of maybe being like, oh, I don't know, you know, it's like, I'm not 100%, you know, or like, you know, or like maybe just like, you know, have talk of people. I don't know, like, you know, the audacity of being able to like communicate with people and being like, hey, you know, what do you think about that? You know, and, you know, it's like, you know, maybe I kind of have maybe a contention here and there and this and that and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, I don't know, like maybe doing that would probably be more productive instead of just being like, well, I don't know, fuck that shit though. It's like, come on.
Like a fucking Democratic National Committee strategist, my guy. This is not a good look, my dude.
My dude.
It's all LARP, yeah. Why do you think the DSA is like this? Because the CIA smeared a chemical on every door handle in America that makes leftists politically ineffective. Very unfortunate. Great.
Well, good thing my house was built in the 90s, sort of, like, you know, so, like, I know who exactly built it, and they definitely weren't part of CIA, so I guess that was an exemption. Am I just an exemption to that rule, I guess, or something?
See how effective leftists are in, like, every other country. Like, the United States had to go to multiple wars to try to stop the spread.
Oh my god, but you will fucking fight to the death anybody that wants to stop the cycle of failure of electing fucking shitty leftists in this country. Anybody that has any idea, no matter how far-fetched, how to break that cycle and get some effective leftists.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, no wonder he looks so blurry. So at least do that.
To the top of the pyramid here in the United States, you will fucking literally fight tooth and nail and shame those people into fucking oblivion. You barefaced cuck piece of fucking shit. I don't ever want to hear from one of your little fucking simps, and consider yourself on notice in the chat, by the way, the few of you little vampires that are skulking around. The next time I get called a doomer by one of you motherfuckers, I'm banning you. I don't even want to hear the fucking word used with my name. This guy's the fucking doomer. This is what doomerism looks like. Nothing we can do, man.
Oh, jeez, he's big.
What? Vosh, you know, what theory should I read, and what should I avail myself of as a young leftist looking to learn more about the struggle?
I don't know.
Whatever, you know. Read the theory, I guess, but ultimately Hillary, you know. Ultimately Joe Biden.
Who democratically elected socialists. Every other country, socialists actually get to be effective, but not here. No, the UK.
And why would that probably be the case? And also, not always. I mean, if that's the case, then why is, like, you know, fascism kind of being more of a thing in, like, Italy and Hungary and all these other places? Like, I mean, and, you know, maybe in some countries, I mean, but, like, you can't just make a broad stroke of, like, oh, yeah, Europe, you know, and just, like, you know, say that. Like, every little country's got different shit going on. Like, it's, what? Oh, my God, dude, this American-centric dumb, oh, my God, dude, bro. My guy, my dude.
Well, not in Europe either. Okay, not in the West then. Vosh, what do you suggest?
So what does that even mean? Like, okay, so I guess not Europe. Wait, so are leftists able to, like, be effective in what? Like, Russia or something? In, like, Africa? Or, you know, like, in different countries there? Like, what's he even applying with this? Like, wait... He's not gonna explain it either. He's just kind of, like, throwing shit out there. Like, this is one thing I noticed about him. It's like, he'll, like, you know, be like, oh, yeah, this. Like, make it a claim and then not really back it up with anything. Or at least explain even a basic foundation of what he means. It's like, for a corn pop. Oh, I know. When I was skipping around, I did see a corn pop.
I said, work with liberals. To be fair, I think it's a wealth thing.
I ain't working, no.
I think there are a few issues. Poor lefties also suck at this. Well, it's not just a wealth thing. I don't know. It's like it's the community. It's social class. It's I don't know. It's the ghost of the USSR dragging.
It's just the community. It's just I don't know. Ghost of the USSR. The fucking, you know, just like the curse of Lenin, just, you know, seeping upon us all. I don't know. No. What do you want?
Down, whatever.
Yeah, why are there so many fucking crickets coming out of you on this fucking issue, dude? You fucking socially aware dude, hedging his bets, doesn't want to push Vosh too far because you might fucking be useful. Come on, TJ. Where are you at in this? How's this make you feel? Where you at?
Dude, TJ's gone, man. TJ is a wise
dude. You know what, dude? I understand that my position on the show is like lightning rod a lot of the times, but I really, dude, why are you hanging my dick out to dry on this? You got nothing to say?
I'm just letting you have your say, Paul.
But TJ, I honestly thought he walked off or something. Dude, the fucking spite onion. I honestly thought this motherfucker just walked off, but no, he's there. He's there.
Got it. Thanks.
I mean, you know, I figured I
feel like Paul's trust in TJ has been trusted. It has just been distrusted and broken. He feels disappointed in his friend TJ here. It's like, yeah, thanks. Thanks for not backing me up because I know you feel the same, bitch. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, bro. That's the fucking look he's got.
Video, and I figured this is a good one to rile Paul up, so...
Well, you were right.
So here we go.
What, not you, TJ?
know
You
my
didn't even
position.
know?
I'm not shy about it. I mean, the reason I knew this would be great is because I heard this. I'm like, well, Vosh is pretty much saying all
Let's
the
throw-
stuff
let's-
that Paul
let's
You
throw
accused
all
him of.
right, TJ.
What?
Let's throw a
You all
TJ
right?
Kirk soundbite. Why don't you give your analysis on what's been said so far, TJ? How do you feel about this?
Well, I was
I'm
getting to that
curious to hear
until
that.
Scotty interrupted me.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Um,
TJ. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
I mean, Paul is not the first person to say it, but many people have accused Vosh of funneling leftist activists into mainstream liberalism and the DNC, and he's pretty much overtly doing that now. So
And openly admitting it.
really
Work
no
with liberals, my dude.
denying that charge anymore.
I mean,
Bad
yeah.
faith.
Bad faith.
I mean,
TJ.
I would
Oh,
say
sorry.
that seems to
That
be.
is
I
an
mean,
uncharitable
I'm just-
interpretation.
I'm repeating exactly what he's said. I think. I mean, I don't really.
It seems like that's
You know, I just noticed that the chat's doing a better job at like giving alternatives than other people. Oh, SFMT. Okay, it's just a random gibberish name. Brings up a good org. Yeah, join the IWW. Been trying to unionize my workplace through the IWW, and I think there are decent people. Unionization efforts have been going well, though, unfortunately. I mean, okay, you know what? Honestly, I don't even bet. I know, like, this guy, Oddfuck, probably is, well, not going to be here. But, like, it's like, at least what I say, this guy, use the IWW as kind of like, a tool, because honestly, when it comes to unionizing with them, like, they're unfortunately not really, like, good for that anymore, like in their heyday, but they're really good for at least like helping and supporting other unionization efforts and kind of like helping kind of being like supportive and logistical backbone type of shit when it comes to all that. Like, so they're very helpful in that. So, but, like that would be my kind of advice is to like, see if there's like, a local union that, is representative of the workplace that you're a part of, and just like use the IWW as kind of like, a backbone to help out with that. Because, I mean, they're certainly more willing to help out with that. Because, I mean, there's always, going to be this like IWW, is that like some comic shit or something? Or, so there's always going to be like, that shit, unfortunately. But, I mean, nonetheless, I mean, they could certainly be very helpful. So I've honestly noticed that, like, I mean, people in his own fucking chat seem to be kind of like, more, helpful about like, well, if there's ineffectiveness, then what can I, do? What org should I join? Well, people in the chat seem to be better about it. IWW, yeah, reaching out to them certainly is at least a start. Checking out some of these new up-and-coming unions if you happen to be a part of a workplace that they would represent, like a Starbucks or New Seasons or something like that. It's like there's all sorts of, there's different things out there. I mean, it's like, especially when it comes to union efforts, there's a shitload of things out there that are available. I mean, all you have to do is just like look up like Union Hall, like local union office or some shit like that. And you'll suddenly have like a shitload of information in different little like, locals or national, even the AFL-CIO like office, maybe even. You'll find something. There's going to be fucking something. So it's like, and all you have to do is just find out when their office is open, just walk in and say, hey, I'm interested in, joining unionized workplace or unionized mine or some shit like that, and just move forward from there. I mean, it's like, hell, like, even though it's a pretty broad answer, that's still an alternative and actually will certainly be a very productive one and helpful and useful and also very positively impactful. Like, at least it's funneling into something that would, that is on a growing trend that is, viable and useful, because if people have skepticism, then just show them the countless examples so far that's been happening in the last like couple of years of this shit happening. And it has been successful. Found a dark stories like 2 minutes in or 12 minutes in. Oh, hell yeah. Sweet. Well, it seems like, we're kind of at least near the, end of this whole broader segment, but, we'll see how far, it continues. I know Paul blows up a little bit more from my understand.
Like, I don't think Bosch would even disagree with that. That's he's stating that here.
That's the that's the overt position being taken currently by Vosh. So there's really no controversy about it any longer.
I'd love to hear from Voshites how they what charitable interpretation they're giving this. I would.
You know what? Here, let's do this.
To hear.
Vosh the Susar. God damn. Okay. Ow. Ouch. It's been devoted doing the entire time, and he's not admitting what he's doing. I feel like sometimes they go insult overload teachers. Sometimes feels like it's easier to just let you be solid and engage your disagreement. Straight up, man. I don't want to hear anything Vosh has to say unless it's accompanied by Paul telling him he's wrong. Been saying, it seems like a lot of people in here have been just like, you know, kind of in agreement. From what it seems like here. So, yeah. There we go.
I guess we can look at the comments. Is this
Paul,
Vosh's video?
I've been reading the comments, and it's all just like, Paul in shambles, Vosh totally deliberate, free Paul head. Just that. But I've already admitted it. I've got a bad case. I've got the world's most virulent case of BDS.
That's what the chat for the video we're watching said. So you actually, oh man,
I've been watching our chat.
Oh, I'm talking about that. What are the comments on this video?
Oh, his chat? Who fucking cares? These people are lost.
Well, you just asked you wonder what they were
43 minutes in now?
Their headspace was how are they going to spin it? So that's why I was deferring to that. Is it agreement?
Lack of vetting? This guy's just openly saying, like, hey, we need to gatekeep more. We need out the crazies because I assume the crazies can never. Have a lifetime DSA. You're watching what? It's been happening. Fine. It's tanky infiltration. What does that even mean, man? What does tanky even mean to these people?
What does it say?
Yeah, it's pretty much seems like they just all agree and stuff. I'm a DSA member and I agree with about 70% of this. So I guess not full agreement, 30% disagreement. So there's something.
I guess something.
The same number as us never having an election again if Trump wins. Good old 30%.
Because it's oriented.
The Voshites like that number because it's low enough to go like, well, I was right, but high enough to cause concern.
It's like, oh shit! Oh no!
Good goal. What does the DSA even do? Real question. What does the DSA do? What is the goal of the DSA? Is it advocacy? Is it protesting? What do they do? Organizing? What does that mean? Organizing what? To what end? What does that mean?
The DSA, as I understand it, works with leftist organizations that are more specialized, overseas aid organizations, local labor organizations, local protest movements. They give young people that are members of it a place where they can actually come together and log off.
And also they can register to vote, at the DSA as well. Not as a party, but, they can, register to vote for, any party they want.
Twitter.
And they help with that, too.
Politics in a serious way and avail themselves of leftism and leftist theory. They provide a fucking valuable resource for young leftists.
Okay, so they do nothing. And serve as a de facto party. They're not a party, though. They help unionize places all the time. I don't think the DSA...
Yeah, but I don't care about that because I'm actually a Beverly Hills corporate vampire, my dude. Nice. I pay lip service to unions when it makes Biden look good. But when it comes down to the brass tacks of tearing down an organization that's done a lot to help the labor movement, I don't give a shit, bro. I don't know, my dude. I really don't care about the strikes, my guy.
What's actually kind of funny is that, when I was checking out the UAW strikes and I was striking with them for a little bit, hey, shocker, there's also DSA members there too. Surprising. I know. Voshmar, Vosh Limbaugh.
Yourself, fucking
the IWW has people whose job it is to do that. Like, there might be people in the DSA who do that, but what does the DSA do? Like, what is the organization?
The DSA provides.
Well, the people in the DSA would be a part of DSA, so that's how it would be what the DSA is doing. Like, oh my god, are you really nitpicking this?
My God, are you 5? The DSA provides a structure in which people that are like-minded can get together and affect those changes in the labor space, Bosch. Why don't you go fuck yourself? The fact that you're even having to speculate on this shows you shouldn't be talking about it.
We are a political and activist organization, not a party. Through campus, community-based chapters, DSA members use a variety of tactics from legislative to direct action to fight for reforms that empower working people.
They do exactly the type of shit that Vosh said that we're supposed to do between fucking electoral cycles. They do letter writing campaigns.
Well,
They
now we're
organize
supposed to be
protests.
conservatives, not just during the election cycle, but just always.
Right.
Because
That's exactly what Vosh said to do, right? Between election cycles, which don't really matter, that's when the work gets done. So that's what the DSA does. They organize letter writing campaigns, protests, demonstrations. They support materially local organizations that are fighting the good fight, whether it be protesting the judicial system, protesting police brutality. They supported BLM. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they do. Fuck.
fuck. Oh my god, I love it. I kind of want to say something, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just letting him spit. I'm just gonna let him spit.
I just want to grab this
Fuck, dude. You fuck. I'm taking that. Fuck squared, dude. I know, dude. Fuck squared, bro. Dude, I'm using that. Fuck, bro. You fuck. Dude, I love it. Oh my god.
little fucking head, squeeze it.
But isn't the argument
atrophied gray matter oozes out of his fucking keloid covered ears, bro?
Oh man.
What a stupid fuck. You're gonna sit here and tell me radical leftists shouldn't join the DSA because it's pointless. But when somebody asks you, like, doesn't the DSA do good things? You go, I don't know, dude. Why are you even talking, you fucking Twitter-brained, leaky-brained, online fucking shut-in fuck?
But isn't the argument? You pause it, please. Isn't the argument about not? I don't know what's. I mean,
Oh my god, dude, he got the jank sweat shit going on, dude. He's slapping, he's wiping the sweats, bro. Oh my god, dude, dude, man, I love it. We might honestly even look at the jank outburst again because, oh my god, I love that too.
In the organization, but isn't that the efficacy of the organization saying, like, yeah, even if they're doing those things, they're not doing it effectively because leftists aren't winning?
Yeah, I think there's more efficacy in having an overarching organization to help protest movements and labor movements locally and nationally than not having one. Are they the most?
Even if it's not effective,
have they had the most success in the United States?
Well, obviously,
no.
not.
Probably not. I mean, arguably, the Teamsters and UAW have probably been doing that. But, I mean, granted, I mean, the DSA is probably in different local strikes that have happened, throughout the country with those strikes and shit. Even with, like, SAG-AFTRA and WGA, like, I mean, I'm sure different chapters have, gone out of the way to help them, by joining their protests and giving them, like, supplies, like food, water, things like that, little just random shit, like, of that nature. I mean, it's like, because that's the whole point of, like, solidarity, like, that's literally the whole point of it. Like, I mean, is that these different groups, organizations, and different people, and different workers as well, come together and, help out on the strike line, because in a way, it also kind of provides a little bit of relief, to the workers that are, probably been on the strike line for who knows how long, so it kind of gives them a little relief, and it also gives strength in numbers. Like, that's kind of the point, and the DSA does do that as well, even with, groups that are definitely more influential about this.
I mean that we just don't do it and vote for Hillary Clinton forever? No.
Yes.
No, it doesn't. Does that mean we should dismantle the structure of that? What little bit of a safety net there is? No. Obviously, to me, too. I think anybody would say that outside of this context. But this guy doesn't get it. Because this guy doesn't have a grassroots bone in his fucking body. This motherfucker was lifted up on a fucking satin pillow as soon as he was born. And
I wish I was on a satin pillow when I was born.
held there his entire fucking life, never worked, never struggled, never had to worry where a meal was coming from, never had to worry where if his job was going to be enough to pay his rent. Mommy and daddy had that fucking handled. There's no such thing as the slums of Beverly Hills, despite him saying that's where he's from.
There's some mean streets, I hear.
The mean streets of Beverly Hills.
I mean, dude, Paul, you said that.
Oh, yeah, so mean.
Look, there's crime that happens in Beverly Hills all the time, man.
I heard the next GTA might take place in Beverly Hills, dude.
Oh shit, my guy.
I mean, that might be a smart decision.
The reason for that is because
I don't think any of that is true. Then tell me that what is Vosh's experience with poverty? Oh wait,
I have no idea.
I've never heard.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any.
Tell one story that is indicative that he has ever suffered poverty in his life.
There's just a bunch of DSA chapters.
Do you have an idea about Vosh's? I mean, we know he was born in Beverly Hills and all that, raised in Beverly Hills. Do you know if Vosh has ever struggled economically in any way? He's ever said?
He's in his early 30s now. Okay. His parents sent him to Cal Poly, which is the California Polytechnical Institute, a super high-end fucking private college.
That's a nice school.
That is pretty prestigious.
It's a super nice fucking school. Super expensive to go to. That's where he got his education.
Okay.
And that's what I know. That's what I know about Vosh. He was raised in a rich, one of the highest priced zip codes in this country, and was sent by his parents to one of the nicest schools in California.
That's overarching. There's nothing else. There's nothing that unifies any of that base or power. It's worthless. They do a lot of good labor and electoral work. There are people in the DSA who do labor and electoral work, but the DSA
and those people come together and are effective and can effectively use each other's resources and work together for a common goal because, wait for this, guys, I know this is going to be crazy, they're in the DSA together. The DSA provides the venue and the structure for those like-minded people to get together and pool resources so that they can do good labor work, good advocacy for electoral candidates that more match our fucking leftist sentiment.
Which, I mean, wouldn't that be at least a part of what the DSA is doing? I mean, is at least at the very minimal is having a venue for that? Yeah.
Dumb fuck. Why are you acting like you're too stupid to understand this?
Because, frankly, he probably is not, he's not knowledge on this, so he's legit probably is dumb on these issues.
Because I don't think Vosh is this dumb, so it makes me think he has an actual fucking axe to grind with socialists, which would make sense because his prescription here is ignore the socialists, vote for the lib.
But
you really want to get stuff done in this country? Go work with the liberals.
Pains people who do that work. What I'm saying here is that the DSA as an organization doesn't facilitate any forward progress,
Yeah, that is just absolutely
That's just not true.
They facilitate the organizational structure that brings these like-minded people together. They provide resources for those like-minded people to go out and affect change. That's it. This is the stupid... Dude.
Oh my god.
All right. It just seems like a pit, or I guess more like 1,000 little pits in the ground that have been dug for people to crawl and die in. Vosh, I was loosely involved with the Young Democrats Club at my college. A lot of that
for people to crawl and die in.
Working alongside social
Democrats. For people to crawl and die in, Vosh, is cyclical fucking re-election of Democrats. That's the pit that people have been crawling and dying in, bitch.
Affected state and city politics around our school. In comparison, the socialist Marxist clubs were full
of wearing tie-dye.
Lunatics that never actually got anything done. Yeah, literally. Every time I see this happen, it's the same story over and over and over again. Yeah. Because the smart leftists realize if you want to change anything, you have to do so within viable channels of power. And
oh my god. She's basically doing the same stuff over and over again, right?
You gotta change the system from within.
Yeah, dude.
Where have I heard that shit before?
Yeah, where have I heard that before?
That's how you change it, TJ. That's how you change it.
What a radical prescription, my guy. You've got to change the Democratic Party from within. Who said that a million fucking years in my life?
You don't change the system changes you. That's just how it works.
Well, you don't change the system from within. You change it from without. It's pressures from outside of the system that are grassroots that come from the people that live under that system that change systems.
Well, even if you argue that would be effective, I mean, liberals are still going to make up some percentage of the population, even if there's other messaging, like you said, Paul, like even if it's 10% or 20% of people. I mean, so like there's still, I mean, within a coalition of government, which is, I mean, every political party is going to have different groups. I mean, you're still going to have to work with those people with some capacity, unless you completely replace them.
Yeah, God willing.
I mean, the thing is, at least in this case, is that there would have to be at least like a genuine like foundation of actual influence and a voice, to be able to, have like an ability to work with them. If there isn't like an actual like foundation of voice and influence to be able to actually like have an ability to kind of like tug at their arm a little bit, be like, hey, no, like you're going to concede on these type of issues, when you have an ability to have a voice and influential ability to sway and pressure them on those issues, then that's where that type of stuff has some value to it. But, when you don't have like any of that type of foundation there, then it really means just fuck all. It's just basically just, capitulating, and just, saying, well, might as well just be the chick shit conformist. Fuck it. Who cares? Just got to, accept the whip, my dude.
Come along against their fucking will to a better life.
Oh, now Paul, I think you're still going to have to reckon with them no matter what.
They've been dragging my ass around my entire life. It's time for them to get dragged in another direction.
I don't think they want to get dragged by you.
I don't want to get dragged by them, so we're at an
they're still dragging you.
Yeah, we're at an impasse.
They're dragging me because I have an albatross around my neck named Vosh in his ilk. We're steering fucking energy away from protest,
they feel
away from direct action and organizations that facilitate it, and into cyclical voting for
Vosh has said here he favors viable action. Paul. He says he favors viable action, and your action is not viable.
Enough to, like, go to the communist club are the people who want a book group, reading circle.
Yeah, you're poo-pooing exactly your prescription that you gave to us.
And honestly, what's wrong with a book group? Like, you got like, a couple lefties together, to do like a little book club after like, some college courses or some shit at 3 p.m. or whatever the fuck. I mean, who cares? Why is that a problem? Dude, when I was going for community college and shit, like, dude, there's all sorts of little like, community college little like school club activities and things like that going on. I mean, that was just like the norm. I mean, it's like, what is he really poo-pooing that? Is he really honestly poo-pooing that shit? Because, like, yeah, why is that? What's bad about that? That does offer a venue for people to get together and check out different shit. I mean, and sometimes it doesn't even have to be a political thing. I mean, I've, seen different little things like that where it's just like art stuff. It's like, cultural art appreciation of like, different things, or like different cultures and shit like that. That'll sometimes be displayed out in, like the local courtyards and shit. And I'll check it out and be like, oh, this is pretty fun, cool. This pretty dope. Awesome. It's like, I mean, so like there's all sorts of shit like that. I mean, so how's this a fucking why is he poo-pooing this? Especially going to like a fucking university himself. I mean, he would have been seeing a lot of this type of shit, wouldn't he?
The real work of leftism happens outside of the internet and outside of the electoral argument. Happens in the streets, happens when people get together, and now here you are making fun of it and calling it the Communist Club. What do? You go there, play Magic the Gathering with a bunch of other pimply, time-wasted nerds at the Communist Club. Like, you're here fucking trying to, like, convince your young audience.
Dude, it's National Compliment Day, so I'm going to compliment you. I think you have good fashion sense. Hey. Well, thank you. Albavosh, the Albavosh, dude. The Albavosh.
Not do shit between fucking elections. Oh, fuck yourself.
Why are you there?
Effective things between
I've had enough
elections.
of this motherfucker, honestly. I'd be fine. I would be totally fine with this being the last time we cover Vish ever.
Vish.
Oh, shit.
I'd be totally fine with it.
Wait, another
How
one?
do you feel about that, TJ?
Well, let's take a look at this little.
I mean, I don't know, Paul.
Wait, there's more?
Crazy. So it's a little bit of a different topic. This is about the Houthis.
16
And,
seconds.
Damn, dude, really?
Oh my!
We were done with this boss shit.
Oh my God! There's more. But wait, there's more.
So this
Billy Vosh here. Like what? Billy Vosh Mays here.
it's a very short clip, so we'll just play it in its entirety.
All right.
gave me the impression that they were just sort of being opportunists. But even then, even if I knew divinely somehow that the Houthis would stop if we did the ceasefire and it would work, I would still advocate for bombing them, I think.
Really? Fucking really? Even if you knew, but the divine will that they would stop if the genocide in Israel and Palestine and all that shit would stop, you would still bomb the fuck out of them? Are you fucking kidding me? My guy. My dude. I want to hear what Paul has to say about this.
Wait a minute. So you, in this example, you have your omniscient with divine knowledge that this will actually work, and you would still just be like, nah, fuck it.
You know what? At least since it is National Compliment Day, I will give us a compliment. You got some fucking bangers when it comes to jokes and shit. And yeah, I guess I'll give one to Vosh. He, likes to have his hot takes every now and then. That'll be my compliment for him. And Paul for being Paul Stradamus. And TJ because he wears tie-dye, and I like that. Tie-dye's cool. And Scotty because, well, he always looks like a divine god. So, I don't know. What do you want?
Right thing to do to allow them to not bomb them. I think I would still bomb them.
Even with the powers of a god, where I can command it, it would be so. I would not command it.
Dude, I honestly do not want to hear a fucking word from you Voshites again. You may as well skulk out of this fucking community, bro. Because my tolerance level is 0. After this, there's no question. You have to be the most self-delusional motherfucker on the planet to not get the gist of the clips we just fucking watched. And if you want to continue doing that and LARPing the day away that this is a win somehow, do it outside of my fucking presence, motherfucker. I've been real lenient with you motherfuckers on the cross appeal shit. Them days is over. I don't want to hear it. And unless you want to account for this and give me a cogent response for why this is anything, even approaching leftism, I don't want to hear it from you. I don't want to hear any more Paul so salty. I don't want to hear any more VEN.
What's that slide whistle coming towards my apartment, my dude? Gentlemen, the nukes have flown.
I don't want to hear any more Paul and Doomer. I don't want to hear any more fucking bullshit third grade reinterpretations of my positions on things to make me wrong. Not a word. I see it. It's nuked. You're on notice now, motherfuckers. This is a no Bosch community. From now on, I'm enforcing this fucking shit. We can cover him on here. But you motherfuckers better keep your little fucking heads down because I'm playing whack-a-mole now, motherfuckers.
Whack-a-mole!
I'm done. I'm done putting up with you time-wasting liberal piss babies making excuses for this fucking straight-out garbage. I'm done. There's no charitable way that you can interpret what just happened and still call this motherfucker anything but I'm with her, riding with Biden, liberal. And this motherfucker and his ilk are the reason why this country is going down the shithole, because they take fucking actual leftist indignation and funnel it into the goddamn fucking House of Mirrors clown show that is the DNC. Go fuck yourselves. Account for it. Don't bring me any more fucking commentary, bitch.
Oh, dude, Paul is slaying. I honestly, I don't really got too much to say because, like, holy fuck, is he just popping, bro. Spitting bars, dude.
Ban your fucking ass. Subreddit included. Whoever the fucking
the subreddit included.
Fucking TJ's little subreddit lackey. Here's a fucking directive from the top.
Subreddit lackey. Listen well.
It's just over there rolling around going, Paul salty. Banned. Banned. Gone. I will pick you motherfuckers out of my pubes like crabs.
Oh my god. Holy fuck. Oh man. Oh dude, fucking Paul, dude, just going off, dude. Slay King. Oh shit.
Case the crabs. One by one with tweezers if need be. I will excise you from my pubic region. All right? You've ridden my cock long enough. Account for what was just said by Vault.
Oh my god, dude, I'm about to bust a lung, bro.
And give me anything approaching a cogent, charitable interpretation of that bullshit, or shut your fucking mouths forever as far as I'm concerned. Literally go to the fucking La Brea tar pits and jump headfirst in that motherfucker and join the mammoth bones at the bottom of it. You worthless sack of liberal simp shit.
Fucking A. Oh, I didn't do that fucking Oh my god. Wow. Fucking magnificent. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Wow. Beautiful. Wow.
I hope that was clear. I hope that is not
Yeah.
going to be cross-interpreted in any way.
I'm sure there'll be no forthcoming response to you, Paul. I'm sure of that. I'm sure the subreddit will not be blowing up over that one.
Yeah, bang cow or whatever
dude, he's seething like jank, dude.
your fucking name is. You TJ's little fucking subreddit lackey. You're on, dude. You got a job now, motherfucker. You've been real light. I want every fucking Vosh thread combed for signs of any of the shit that I just mentioned. Some reinterpretation of my fucking position that I never made to straw man me and make me look wrong.
Yeah, we want cogent defense of Vosh.
All of it. All of it. Gone.
Cogent defense.
Gone.
Point by point.
Gorn.
That's what we want. If you can do that, we're happy with that.
Yeah, I'm happy to engage you if you think I'm wrong on this issue and you have some kind of fucking mystical fucking
Well, that's what I want to hear too.
interpretation.
That's what I want to hear more than anything. I want to hear the argument.
Literal liberal cuckery. If you can make that seem like good to me, I'm all for it, dude. But you're not going to do that by going, pototi. That ain't gonna happen no more until you motherfuckers account. I'm tired of you political tourists. All right, bitch. The zoo just tore down the barriers, and now I'm in there with you. Fuck around, bro. You better give the fucking silverback a wide berth. Is what I'm saying. All right, you want to talk shit? I may look like I'm just peeling a banana and scratching my ass and minding my own business, but my ears are pricked up, motherfucker. I'm listening for one little squeak of you pathetic fucking world-destroying simp pieces of fucking Zoomer trash. Do it to me. Try me. See what happens.
I don't even know how to fucking transition to the next segment we're supposed to do now.
I mean, god, yeah. I mean, honestly, like, fuck, wow, just beautiful. Wow, beautiful. Just wow. Oh, I'm glad to have witnessed that. Oh, that was just fucking cathartic, just as much as Jank going fucking popping off, just like fucking fucking slapping paper, slapping the fucking table and shit, like bitch slapping some motherfuckers. Yeah, I mean we're gonna transition for sure, to the doggos, but wow, I mean just wow. I mean, fucking beautiful. Wow.
We'll pay for the money.
Could
That's
you guys
always
let me
good.
know what size the merch tier poster is so I can get a frame for it? Also,
12 minutes in, and Paul playing Alien. Oh, playing Alien. Oh, I know it. Oh, I was there for that one.
outside, by the way. We see these.
Oh, shit.
11 by 17. So if you're in the merch tier and you want to buy something, it is 11 by 17.
So after we were driving back, and it's like a 12+ hour drive, and right when we were about to turn onto our street, it's 9 degrees outside, by the way. We see these like 2 dogs just like roaming around the neighborhood. One is like a Labradoodle. I don't know what the other one was, but it looked very similar. And they're like covered in shit, matted to fuck. They got like icicles literally hanging off their fur, and we're just like, oh my god, that's horrible.
Oh, dude, what the fuck, man?
We gotta fucking do something for these dogs or whatever.
Jesus Christ! After Paul's just like beautiful, like cathartic, just rant. We're going into this. Oh man, I didn't realize it was this bad. Oh, no, bruh, no.
So, anyway, it turns out that they belong to this paraplegic dude.
Oh wow,
he's like a paraplegic guy. He's just like parked in front of his TV in his wheelchair. He can't even move his arms or anything. And he's like, yeah, those are my dogs, but he can't get the door. So he's calling for his wife. It's 4 a.m, but for some reason his wife is not there, right? So
I have an idea.
Yeah. And the house is like destroyed. There's like furniture overturned and shit. It's just like,
I mean, Labradoodles are like, dude, they're.
Oh man, dude, what the fuck? I mean, I got like my house needed to get like hell cleaned out and shit like that, but like I mean holy fuck, it at least ain't like in this just what is described here. It's like not even remotely fucking close to this type of shit. I mean, goddamn. I mean, at least just for reference, like most of like here is just like old stuff that's just been kind of like stored, but it just kind of got overcluttered at a certain point. Now it just needs to be all cleared out because it's just old shit. So I mean, at least that's mostly that. I mean, luckily, so it's not really that bad. It's just like it just needs to have like a good weekend to fucking like have a bunch of people just like sort the shit because little old me can't. It's like it's gonna take way too fucking long. And plus, there's just certain shit that I just can't move on my own. So, like, it's gonna certainly need multiple people. So it's like, I mean, it's like, it's like, fuck.
Monstrosity
Ridiculous.
to begin with of people just preying on people's, like, want for these designer dogs. But, I mean, they're really just super high energy. They're hard to train. They have extensive grooming requirements. Like, me and Taylor are totally against most people having them because it's so much fucking work. And a paraplegic is, like, the worst person in the world to have one.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that it must be the wife that's supposed to take care of him, but she wasn't because they were totally neglected.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the few people that own one that I would say it's not his fault that nothing's being done. Like, he can't.
What
do
the fuck
anything.
was she gone at 4 a.m.? I mean, I think we all know.
Like, we know what she was.
Yeah,
she's married. She's married to a paraplegic guy.
He probably has money, or there's probably some money for him.
Well, anyway, we the next day called. I mean, we couldn't really do anything with the dogs because Salvador hates other dogs. He just attacked them. We had no other place to put them, so we tried to put them back in the yard of the dude, but they just immediately got right back out. And obviously, they didn't want to be there. And it was not a great place for them anyway. We called animal control to try to find the dogs and get them. And we called the cops to try to do a wellness check on this dude because he was like a paraplegic surrounded by like squalor and overturned shit. I guess that when they went, the wife was there, but she's covered in bruises. And there's no way that dude is giving her.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
We can tell like the paraplegic guy is not smacking her around. So
no, definitely not.
Whatever's going on in that house is not fucking good. That's all I know.
What the fuck?
That's just sad, to be honest with you. I mean, like that poor dude.
Dude, what? Oh my lord, this, bruh.
Those poor dogs. I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on with her. I mean, she doesn't.
Her maybe too. I don't know what her.
I
don't know.
I don't know why. I don't know why she's getting bruised and beat up. That's sad.
Someone's fucking her up too. So I don't know. Everybody, it's just like
maybe that paraplegic is whooping her ass.
You think maybe he's like a faker?
Yeah. He's a fucking gold bricker.
Oh my god!
what the fuck, Paul?
I'll show his Walter tendencies. I can spot a fuck. He's a fucking fake. He gets out of his wheelchair.
Oh yeah, maybe he's got psychic powers. Like he's like flipping shit with his mind. You know?
Oh fuck,
This
dude.
can
Oh shit. It's like Professor X, bro.
walk. I've never been so sure of anything in my entire life. This dude walks.
I've seen a lot of spirals in my day.
What the fuck, man?
Oh, you know what, guys? It's really nice to just banter with you guys, get my mind off the heavy fucking.
Yeah. Well, that didn't last that long, did it? I definitely want to see Paul flip his shit. Because it is actually pretty fucking funny.
Look, if you care about international
No,
Me
yeah,
and Stevie played through this game, dude, so I don't blame you.
Well, I was around here for this part, so I know that at least it's a little too quiet, I think. Yeah, here we go.
and I thought I was safe, and just out of
that little scream! Wait, hold on. We got, I mean, here, it'll get playback.
Oh,
again.
wow, dude.
Paul dies.
I'm fat and old.
We can't hear his scream. I mean, I know I turned it down so we could talk over it, but now I'm surprised that
I mean,
the
you can
scream
turn
was
it
so-
up. It's pretty quiet. I'm not the screams are the only loud shit I do.
yeah. Here.
And see, well, the thing is too with this game was extra bad for me because like one of the reasons I love Alien is the fucking xenomorph is terrifying. You know what I mean? Like
It is, yeah.
I'm scared of that monster. So
The only thing
Dude, what type of currency is SEK? Oh, wait, is that like Swedish kroner or something?
you do in that game against it, like as far as I remember, is like there's like you can do like you can break up like a firebomb. There's just one map. I remember me and Steve were playing that like the alien patrol is right where you have to go at the very end. So we had to like throw a firebomb at it to scare it, and it's like, oh fuck, fire, and it runs off. Like there's some things you can do to deter it from going after you, but early on, no, you just gotta hide in like a locker or something. You're fucked.
dude, skip ahead, TJ.
Okay.
There's one of these that is like absolutely fucking insane. Keep going. I'll keep scrubbing. I'll tell you when to stop. Like stop right in here.
Oh,
So-
Oh fuck!
oh, fuck, dude. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Ah! Dude, even I screamed.
This anymore. I
Like, why? Like, I mean, why would you? Oh, dude, I would just be. I would. Hell no.
Poor Paul.
Man, I have a scenario in my head where Paul, in a quiet place world, lets out a fart while sleeping, and one alien crashes through his window, and he lets out a scream.
Dude, you missed the scream again.
Sorry.
Rewind that fucking scream, dude. That's the best Homer Simpson I've ever let out in my life. Unreal, dude. Dude, literally, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. People look at me and they go like, man, dude, why you get so fucking worked up? And I go like, why don't you? Like, how is this just like, whoa, spooky? You know, like
It's like, oh yeah, it's so silly, spooky, bro. Lol.
Creepy.
like this happened to me like 5 or 6 times. There's another clip in here that's just fucking where I'm like in a vent. Yeah. Go to the
this is
vent.
it. I remember this.
Here's only dreams now.
Paul is so fucking cautious at this point. He's just like,
It doesn't help me either. The fucking alien still gets me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure he just like comes in this vent with me.
Not leaving a weapon on the ground. Maybe it's a grenade that I can blow this fucking thing up.
Oh, wow. I know it's happening, but I'm about to fucking. Oh, this is my madam!
All is well.
Oh my god.
This is the end. Beautiful friend.
I got
The
scared
end.
watching that just now.
I believe it.
I was even puckering my butt cheeks on that one.
So playing it is a whole I can't. Like I don't know. People have asked me to do this. Like just like, oh man, you make a lot of money if you play. Somebody said it in the chat. Like, Paul make a lot of money if you just did a Twitch channel where you force yourself to play. And I was like, dude, I don't know. I don't want to die on Twitch.
Man dies of heart attack.
Like, massive corn.
Did you want to compare Paul Scream to Homer's? It's pretty comparable, for sure.
While fucking running from the alien or whatever. Fuck that, bro. That's just not fun.
It's a stressful game to play, to be honest with you. Like, it really fucking is. Like, then Paul's reaction, that's what happens with that game over and over again. Like, you have to really learn the aliens' patterns. Like, it does adapt somewhat, but it's a lot of just hiding. And it's a lot of times, like, that's shit like that's going to happen. You're going to go to an event, you're like, okay, I'm safe. And you turn around, it's like the alien's right there and you're dead.
Imagine how much money you'd make if you died on Twitch. I know, you're right.
Well, yeah, that would be going into inheritance, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, you didn't think about the upside of this.
I'm dying, guys.
Maybe if I just take the what about Bob route, if you fake it, it isn't real.
Oh.
And so I just fake a heart attack every stream.
Yeah, because why not? Oh, you never really checked out Gordon Ramsay being a shit, because it did derail into this. You know what? It's worth looking at, because honestly, I am genuinely appalled by this. But before we do, I'm going to take the little brother outside and take a little number. I just want to make sure we find the beginning of this. So, they do infomercials. I did see that they kind of cut into that. I didn't get to that because I was at the bar with my friends playing pool. So, I didn't get to that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. We might tap into that. I don't know. We'll see. But we're doing this. So, I'm back. Smart Week. I'm surprised Zukov is not joining me. You usually are, like, amped up and ready to go to follow me. Oh, my God, look at you. Oh, you sweet little string bang. Oh, you're so adorable. You string bang. Oh, you little string bang, you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, string bang. Oh, you little string bang, you. Oh, my goodness. Would you get the fuck up? Come on. I know you're going to want to follow me anyway, so you might as well just do it now. Let's go. Come on. Come on, get up. There you go. Oh, you stretchy little thing, you homunculus. Stretchy little thing. Oh, you sleepy little boy. Stretch. Oh my goodness, there you go. Yep. Alright. Oh, okay. Yep, gotta shake it all off. Yep, okay. There you go. Well, come on. You're such a goober. You're so silly. Look at you. Yeah. Like, what the fuck, Daddy? Why'd you disrupt my little nap? It's so comfy. Let's see how fucking Gordon Ramsay fucks up a goddamn grilled cheese again. You know what? Honestly, what he even makes isn't even inherently that horrible, but to claim it as a grilled cheese is offensive.
How about the point of this?
All right. Here
To
you
my
go.
redemption-
Someone give me a Chalky Baba, please.
Here you go.
Sorry.
Man, he's got like a fucking whole ass live audience gathered around to
Oh,
watch
that's
him boner
embarrassing,
this
dude.
up too.
Oh my God.
no,
Are you
dude.
fucking kidding me? Last time he was in the middle of Iceland or some cool ass rich ass Gordon Ramsay got
In the middle of ice.
a little cabin in Iceland or whatever.
If you're expecting this to be like bad in the same way the last one is, it's really not. It's just
God
not.
damn it, TJ!
It's just not a grilled cheese. It just. I don't know.
I
You tell
said
me
don't
if you
do
think it
that shit.
qualifies. I mean, I'm just telling you. I'm doing it. I'll do
Garbage.
what I do.
This is why
You do
you're
what you
fucking
do.
garbage, TJ.
I don't give a fuck, Scott.
All right,
Drink-
well,
go
I'm
drink
glad
your-
that's apparent you don't give a
go
fuck about
drink your
anybody. Well, your
Chalky
fucking
Baba.
self.
Drink your Chalky Baba.
Oh my
Also
God.
give me the Chalky fucking Baba, bitch.
Taking the most
I'm too far.
extraordinary grilled
All right,
cheese.
well, fair enough.
Endless comments.
Now, yes, didn't have much time. Not making any complaints.
Not much
However,
time.
this
Yeah, you
is-
are. Yeah, you are, dude. We've heard you fucking have a
Why
coke
can't
session
Ramsay
about
own
this
this,
before.
dude?
Oh,
Coke session.
time was I was just strapped for time in my $20 million Icelandic cabin where I had kimchi and fucking goat cheese floating
Right,
in. Darling.
where-
I didn't have any time.
Get
I was
top
very heady
ingredients.
that day. It's just like you can't make a quick grilled cheese, bro.
Do you know what?
I mean, why wouldn't the fuck would you add kimchi out of all goddamn things?
Gun? Like
Oh,
what, you're a fucking chef, dude.
Yeah, he was
You
up
know what
against
it
the
was?
clock. He didn't have the
Wasn't up
ingredients.
Yeah, he
Kimchi.
literally only had 5 minutes to do it, dude.
Fucking clock.
It was like
You-
fucking Hell's Kitchen or Kitchen Nightmares, bro.
The clock was ticking, Scotty.
Were they
Come on.
fucking live streaming it? It was recorded. You know what Gordon Ramsay could have done? He could have looked at it and said, "Oh, actually, I've burned this one. Let's do another one." They go, "Okay, just shoot. Take two." Gordon Ramsay gave so
It's like, he was on the clock like goddamn MasterChef, bro. I mean, that's what was going on. That's really what was happening.
He said take one was fine. He's like Ed Wood. That's like some Ed Wood shit. Oh, you bumped into the set. You shook
Grilled
the whole.
cheese, sourdough, pepper jack, served V8. Pretty simple. Honestly, like I could kind of see how you can maybe gourmet up a grilled cheese. You know what I'm saying? Even for maybe even something like me, someone like me being picky about would enjoy. Like, get some like onion garlic style cheddar, a little bit of Havarti, maybe some Gouda, because why not? A little smokiness to that. And then do a garlic rosemary fucking butter thing to toast up some bread. And you can make it like some French bread, but don't make it 3 inches fucking thick. I mean, just make it, some decent, nice little things, almost like a panini bread or some shit. You can do that if you want to make it a little gourmet. And then, if you really want to add maybe, anything else to maybe add a little extra, spice to it. And I don't mean spice and hot. I mean, a little extra, kick to the grilled cheese. Then, I don't know, saute it, some onions for, the cheese, to be blended in with. I don't know. But beyond that, don't even try to go beyond that. Because at that point, you're just making some other fucking sandwich. A grilled cheese might, I will grant a grilled cheese one extra ingredient outside of the cheese. But beyond that, I mean, you're playing around with other sandwiches at that point. You're making a grilled cheese after fusing a bomb? I mean, yeah, seriously.
He's like, "No, it's good."
Dude, how
He
long
made that
do you
piece
think
of
it's gonna
shit. And he
be?
said, hey, dude, someone said to him, "Should we do another one?" So much, and he's like, "No."
And the thing
I
is,
guarantee
I'm not
there
even
was-
really a big fan of grilled cheese sandwiches. It's not, a sandwich I go for. But if I wanted to have something that, all right, I'll probably eat it. That was, that'd be something. At least in a gourmet fashion. But either way, it's not that fucking complicated.
nobody on the set that fucking called him in question. They were just like, if there was anybody on that set, they were just like, oh, Gordon, oh man, that was a knock that one out of the park.
That's even worse. That if someone ate that shitty grilled cheese, they're like, oh, that's good divine.
Would you like half? Oh, Gordon, I would, but
This fucking gourmet.
I spent 2 hours making this sandwich, all for a French guy to tell me it tastes like pee. This is a French onion soup grilled cheese sandwich, so I thought who would be better to taste test this than a French guy? So I found one, brought him in for the taste test, and let him take a bite. He didn't really say anything at first, so I asked him, is it good? And he responded, oui, oui. Can you believe this guy? What a jerk. I spent 2 hours making him a sandwich. He tells me it tastes like pee. Since I didn't trust his opinion anymore, I decided to try it myself, and let me tell you, this was a really good sandwich. I made this French onion soup grilled cheese sandwich by basically just making the world's driest French onion soup. And I did that by following a French onion soup recipe, but never really adding any liquid. I added some wine, but I cooked that off, so that doesn't even count. Then I took this soupless French onion soup and put it on a sandwich with some mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, Gruyere cheese, Munster cheese, and then I toasted it. Oh, and of course, I do love an excuse to bring out a blowtorch, so I decided to blowtorch some more cheese on top of it.
Oh my god, of course. Jesus Christ, a fucking blowtorch.
So it would look a little bit like a French onion soup, too.
But you know what? At least this looks pretty fucking good. I probably would change the cheeses, myself a little bit, but you know what? Hey. At least that's something I would probably try.
would you like half? Oh, Gordon, I would, but I just ate. I just fucking ate, man. Oh,
You just
man.
ate in the middle of an Icelandic cabin in the middle of fucking nowhere. You can't even use that excuse. He's been with you all day. You've been filming this guy all day.
I shot an elk and ate its entrails right before I came in here. So,
Oh, ew.
I'm a little full from the entrails.
One of my amazing audience.
Now, I want to know how long it's going to be, dude, until Gordon Ramsay finds himself standing in front of a full-length mirror, and he's been
Honestly, why in the fuck does he have so many pots and pans? You only need, you really only need one of these. At most, maybe two, but you only need one. What? Why does he have so many pots and pans?
Because he can't make a fucking grilled cheese. The jig is
already, dude. Yeah, jig is up, dude. Red flag alert. Wait, what? Idiot sandwich. Wait, hold on. You know what? I know he has a meme of the idiot sandwich, but you know what? Is he trolling?
He's looking at himself in a.
Zukov's annoying my dad. I love it.
Blank mirror. And he just kind of wistfully pulls off that fake chin.
He's just starting to lick him for some reason.
And
he's licking his knee. He just why? You know what I'm saying? Like, Zukov decided to just lick your knee for no reason. What the fuck? What a goober.
Well, it's better than earlier, sticking his schnoz up my butt.
He's just harassing you.
Ever since I first seen that dog, he likes to stick his schnoz up your butt.
Well, isn't that normally how they... Isn't that normally how dogs
do? Yeah, and that's a normal dog behavior.
It's just, I mean, he ain't the only one that's done that.
Him a little bit more, and then he has that long, hard, pointy schnoz. Hello.
What the fuck?
Like a pug, I wouldn't even notice.
Oh, it's a pug. It barely has a snout.
No
Thanks to humanity fucking that up,
I
but
would have a pug.
Rupert Hinkleberry.
What people see in pugs. They're the most creepy.
Oh, they're not creepy. What?
Oh, those big bug eyes.
You can thank humans for doing that, though. You can thank humanity for fucking.
Yeah,
I mean, that really ain't the pug's fault. Poor pugs.
Will you be this time?
I don't understand.
And just tries another grift,
There's like a whole cult of pug-loving people.
I never even known the wrong pugs, too. My 7th grade science teacher had some pugs, and they're cute.
Pulls out the fake teeth.
Well, evidently you do. You're just like, oh, they're creepy, they're ugly, they got the bug eyes. Fuck them. Fuck these pieces of shit. Fuck the pugs. Well, I don't got nothing against them. No.
And it looks like they went chasing parked cars. Oh, that's not a dog thing anymore.
Well, it kind of is. He will go up to various cars to piss on them. He has done that, by the way. Not on a cop car, unfortunately.
Oh, that's why the cop stopped you. Your dog's peeing in my car.
I
By
wish.
the way, are you crossing the street legally?
Which, there's nothing illegal about it since I've looked that up. I know that for a fact, so they can't even get me on that shit. Blah, 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 blah.
Reveals
that might
it.
be a little something behind the cops giving you a hassle if your dog goes up and pees on his car.
I said I wish. That has not happened.
Oh,
I wish. If he did, I would give him all the treats and spoil him all night. I'll be like, here's all the treats. You can have all my food. I'm making dinner, but you know what? Fuck, it's for you. Like, you know, I'll starve tonight. Like, I'll reward him.
Be the perfect thing. The cop comes over to give you a hassle, and then the cop goes over to his tires.
Oh my god, you know what?
You're just like, well, you have to take a pee. I'm taking her for a walk. So
Well, yeah, I'm walking back home. You're the one who stopped me. We happen to be next to your vehicle. I mean, he just sniffed and hiked the leg up. What do you want? That's what dogs do. Doesn't your K9 units do that? Sometimes. I mean, come on, give me a break.
Snaggly fucking British
Dude,
team.
maybe Gordon Ramsay's like a really shitty cook, but he's such a
K9 patrol.
dominant personality we just never noticed, Paul. Maybe it's like some mind game. Like he sucks at cooking, but it's like if you try to say that, like he warps reality, and you're just like, no, it's actually good.
Oh, sheer force of will.
Show you how to make.
I'm gonna ruin another grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. You guys ready? Okay,
Wow.
let's go. So I've got some great
The fucking balls on this dude. He knows he's gonna fuck this up, DJ. He knows he's gonna fuck this up.
I mean, he's already fucked it up. I'm looking at it. He's already fucked it up. That bread is
I mean, I already could tell right off the bat.
too thick for a fucking grilled cheese.
Dude, why is it like 2 inches? Jesus, that's too big.
Fucking true.
That's too much fucking bread for a grilled cheese. That's an absurd 1.5, 2 inch thick slice of crusty French
Dude,
bread. That's
but
not how you start a grilled cheese, bro.
I mean, it should be at least half that. Like cutting that in half should be like, the bread for the sandwich.
Sure will. He's gonna make a shitty grilled cheese in this crowd. She'll be like, oh yeah.
Why is it so big?
Short rib. I'm gonna make an amazing little jalapeno jam. Start off with
that sounds
jalapeno jam. Why is he doing some jalapeno jam? With a grilled cheese. Like, I mean, that's like a multitude of ingredients. Like, oh god, you're just making something different than the grilled cheese. Oh my god. You could have squished it. You could squish it down to thin out. Yeah, you could have thinned it out at least or something.
Dude, no,
jalapeno jam.
Why is he getting the mushrooms? Why mushrooms, my dude? What is he doing? Bro!
I don't like this.
You are
You know what, Paul?
fucking like fart sniffing this up. No, you should not be cutting a shiitake mushroom right now, bro.
That's not a shiitake, Paul. Come
Well,
on.
whatever it is, he should not have a fucking mushroom.
Complaints I've had.
He's gonna make an amazing jalapeno jam.
Why is there mushrooms involved in this? It's grilled cheese!
Paul.
Yeah.
I haven't even tasted that. That might take it to another level.
You're not diffusing the SAR bomba before it blows up. Like, God. It's like watching someone crash a car in a tree, then years later crashing into the same tree. No, it's like literally every day crashing into the same tree. It's like you crashed into it with one car, you got the car rental while your other car's getting repaired, and you crash into it again, and then you have the rental after that, and so on and so forth. Yeah, you get.
You don't need it. Just make a good fucking cheese sandwich, you dumb bitch.
I mean, there's a restaurant in Columbus, Ohio, another place in Ohio called Melt, and you said it was a good restaurant. And they do a lot of crazy grilled cheese. You can't just say just because someone put some ingredients in, it's going to be a bad grilled
No,
cheese.
but
You can't
like
say
if you're gonna do it, don't make it suck. You've already fucked this up.
I know.
olive oil.
By the way, that place would be like chorizo hash, meatballs, chicken
Like,
parmesan, like
Yeah,
all
it's
the
all
fatty
like
foods.
It's all like fucking
All fatty
quintessential American shit.
a jalapeno jam, TJ. I want a nice jalapeno jam. It's like, what? No, Gordon. No.
No.
Add some shit. Add some fucking meat. Add some fucking brisket or something in there. You know, that'll be good on a grilled
Let's
cheese.
get some color on
I mean, it's questionable as whether or not it's a grilled cheese anymore if you melt a bunch of cheese with meat. Isn't it just like a meat sandwich at that point with cheese?
Yeah, I mean,
arguably, it could be like a Philly cheesesteak, depending on the type of meat that you use.
mushrooms in and lay them flat in the
If you
pan.
deep fry it all
Get
together, then no.
salt, chili flakes.
Dude, you know he's nervous as fuck right now. He's like, if I burn this, if this doesn't
A little
work,
bit of oval.
I'm gonna be made fun of till the end of fucking time, dude.
well, I'll show you the comments when we're done here.
Interesting. Now, this jam. This is a jalapeno and sort of
Jalapeno? What?
jam. Fry off the peppers. Slice them nicely.
Okay, I mean, yeah, so nice cuts there.
Seeds in these things, okay?
Nice cuts.
Generate more heat, and more importantly, at this age, they're not really that hot, okay? And I want this thing caramelizing.
Yeah, jalapenos are not super hot.
Slice
Come on.
into little bundles.
I mean, it depends.
Into the
I gotta be
Yeah.
honest with you. It fucking depends. Like I'm a jalapeno freak. My mom used to grow.
I mean, I used to honestly not like them growing up, but now I love them. Dude, jalapenos are fire as fuck, dude. I love. Dude, jalapenos are amazing, dude. I
Sometimes
think it has to do with cheese ratio. Yeah, probably.
you just get a bomb of a jalapeno, dude. You bite into it thinking I'm ready for this, and it kicks up a couple
Yeah,
notches. you
okay,
didn't
I
expect.
admit to that. I admit to that. Yeah, you'll definitely find the occasional jalapeno, but for the most part, they're not super spicy.
You know the
will
ones that are
find the
fucking
bomb
like
ones.
that? The ones that have that hella thick placenta? Because that's where all the fucking chili oil shit is at.
Yeah.
You cut it open and it's got hella
Gordon
placenta
sliced bread, cheese, form and grill, call it day. I mean, yeah, seriously.
in it. That's a hot fucking pepper.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I grant you that.
I'm gonna mute it a little so we can kind of play it while we're talking, but I'll turn it back up.
Generous portion of oil, TJ.
Yeah, he's
How about
putting some.
sauteed?
I'll put a little bit of volume on.
Salt, TJ. Yeah, just salt.
And this is just fucking like tedious,
Nice to
man.
ground.
How many pots and pans do you have going to make a grilled cheese, dude?
Seriously, why does he have so many of them, bro?
Look,
So-
Paul, this is a fucking pro grilled cheese. This is how the pros do it. I mean, he is a professional.
Yeah, what are you
I mean,
expecting?
so-
Just make a basic bitch grilled cheese?
I mean, yeah,
you
Paul,
can't
it's a
do that.
presentation. You can't cut the guy a little fucking slack. I mean,
No.
yeah, you can eat.
Yeah,
You know
no.
what, dude? If this was the
Oh,
first time he
terrible.
made a grilled cheese, I'd cut him some slack. But after that kimchi monstrosity,
The kimchi monstrosity. Dude, I mean, yeah, like, I ain't gonna cut him slack on this one. No, hell no.
how he gets no slack? I just
That's
want to
mean.
see this
That's mean,
motherfucker.
all right?
You know what I want to see him do?
You haven't even looked at. You haven't seen the sandwich yet, dude. Like, I get you're being mean to him. I get that, but dude, you haven't
No.
even seen what he's produced yet.
You know what I want to see Gordon Ramsay do? Honestly, here's what I want to see Gordon Ramsay do.
Okay. What do you want to see?
Get a loaf of Wonder Bread.
White tomato.
Okay. Get some processed, sliced, Kraft American cheese.
This is a
Put it on the Wonder Bread.
sandwich.
Put some butter on both sides of the Wonder Bread. Toast it in a pan.
Okay.
Cut it on a bias and serve it to me. If he could do that, I'll shut the fuck up.
That's a very basic grilled
Now
cheese.
it's time
Paul.
to chop a shallot.
It's just
Paul, how many
shallots?
though?
What the fuck? What is he doing?
the most
Cheapest
pretentious shit I've
supermarket
ever
butter.
seen.
Yeah, dude. Get the country crock. It's not even butter. Get the vegetable oil butter. Get the country crock. Put it on the bread.
Come out.
Oh, beautifully.
What is he?
Get that
Oh.
a nice golden
Caramelizing
sear
nicely.
on it.
Caramelizing nicely.
And you know what? If you want to jazz it up for me, Gordon. You want to really wow me. Serve it with a can of fucking Campbell's tomato soup warmed up in the microwave.
Dude, hell yeah.
Now,
I'll eat that.
this is my braised short rib. Okay.
Dude, he's got short rib. This isn't even a grilled cheese anymore. This is like a short rib sandwich.
Okay,
Bro, this is getting retarded. So this is not even grilled cheese.
As messages, Paul.
That's what I told you. It's not.
This
The
is a grilled
sandwich-
cheese.
The sandwich that emerges at the end of this might be a decent sandwich, but it's not a fucking grilled cheese sandwich.
It is a grilled cheese.
Short rib down.
It's an inspired grilled cheese. Look at that.
I mean, there's
Braised short
Paul
rib.
versus
Okay.
Gordon. I can guarantee you that in a blind
Why does that look like he's cutting into meatloaf almost?
test, if this motherfucker was restricted and he couldn't put strips of Wagyu short rib or whatever the
Why
fuck in it,
short
he just had to make a cheese sandwich. I bet you fucking dollars to donuts my sandwich beats his in a blind taste test. Guaranteed.
Why you short rib, bro?
Know about that,
And
man.
I'm gonna use shit from the grocery store, bro. I'm gonna get fucking some. I probably won't do like.
Dude, Paul needs to be a master chef judge and be like, so for this challenge, you'll only be limited to 3 ingredients, and that is it. It's like the mystery box, and it's like 3 ingredients, just like Wonder Bread, cheese, and some butter, and that's it.
If Gordon Ramsay dropped the pretentious crap, he'd probably beat you.
I'm gonna get some cheddar cheese. I'm gonna get some fucking crusty French bread and slice it the right way. I'm gonna get some country crock butter, and I'm gonna win. I would win.
I don't think so, man.
Microwaved after being poured into a bowl. Microwave cans, bad idea. Well, I'm assuming that's what Paul means.
If you drop the pretentious bullshit, I think you're right. Though. I think if you did that versus what he's going to put out here,
I
you
don't
probably
think
would
he
win.
can though. He's gonna because he's gonna be like, okay, I can't add any meat, but I'm gonna make a delicious olive tapenade on the bottom of this.
An olive tapenade.
No. I'm saying in his current form, yeah, you're right. He's going to add some stupid, not unnecessary, pretentious crap. I totally agree.
And I'm going to do it the way they do in Morocco. I'm gonna leave.
Who wants to make this
I'm gonna leave-
anyways?
I'm gonna leave
Even
the
if this is
olive
amazing,
pits
isn't-
in, and you eat around the olive pits. Yes. Oh, it's delicious.
Even
that
if this
way.
is an amazing sandwich, it's already gone through so many more steps than regular grilled cheese that I'm out.
Dude,
I don't
he
want
is
to do all this
literally
shit.
what he has right now is every pan that I have in my kitchen, and he's got it on the fire.
Oh my
That's
god.
retarded, dude. You do not need
Dude, this is absurd. Why does he have so much going on?
2 saucepans and 4 frying pans to make a grilled cheese sandwich. If you
To
do,
make this proper one, you do. Yeah, season the bread.
You got to season the bread. Well, look, that's fine, but like, god damn, this is absurd.
seasoned bread.
Nice with salt.
Come on.
Oh, yes, little ground black pepper. Flip. Oh, beautifully toasted. Beautiful.
And then on that side, look.
I don't know that one on the right's looking a little.
Yeah, that one on the right
Looks like
didn't look like it got toasted up really well.
Your heat's a little uneven there. You might want to toast
Not
that other one
wrong,
up a
Paul.
little bit.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, let's look at
Looking a
that.
little anemic. Looks like your
Yeah, that don't look that toasted. You might want to toast it up a little more.
your heat's
Flip
a
it
little
around.
uneven there. You might want to toast
Not
that other one
wrong,
up a
Paul.
little bit.
Beautifully done.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, I tell you what. At least this time he's got serviceable cheese for a grilled cheese.
Yeah, I will
He's
say
not,
that
he's not like he's not like
I mean, I guess I'll grant him that.
sawing off a hunk of dry parmesan.
A block of cheese.
Like some random hunk of Asiago or some shit.
yeah, he actually has like serviceable cheese.
Right.
All right, where's the fucking cheese? Come on, good, and give us the cheese. Oh yeah.
That looks like
Oh,
it came
my
straight
God.
out of a supermarket bag right there. Is that just like supermarket bag mozzarella he threw on that shit?
That's Gruyere.
Push them down in that cheese.
Usually shredded gruyere.
I like Gruyere as cheese.
Yeah, Gruyere is good.
And that's
Yeah, Gruyere's
soft
alright.
cheese. Where's the cheese?
I mean, like I said, the sandwich that emerges at the end of this, in my opinion,
no, it
I'd
looks,
eat the fuck. I'd eat
it
the
looks
fucking
This is
good.
sandwich.
not, yeah, this is not a grilled cheese though.
But
This
it's
is not a
just-
Yeah,
grilled
this isn't a grilled cheese, but look, I will admit it does look good though.
I mean, it's a grilled cheese.
It's not though.
I mean, it's a grilled cheese. Are you the fucking gatekeepers of
Oh my
what's grilled
God,
cheese and
look
what's
at this
not? This is a
fucking-
grilled cheese.
Too much.
There's too much going on for it to be a grilled cheese. I mean, look, I'm gonna admit that sandwich looks pretty good, but that ain't grilled cheese. Oh, fucking God. Venom's here to do his bullshit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here he is with his food takes galore. Oh, God. Here we go.
fucking jalapeno slaw jam. That you put on it. I mean, it's a
Beautifully
nightmare.
dressed, Paul. Beautifully dressed. And a sweet and spicy.
Gotta season
into
every
this
layer.
delectable grilled cheese.
Every layer
Why
is
does
getting
it say
seasoned.
Idiot on the thing that's in front of him. Did you see that?
It's an idiot sandwich because of that meme.
Oh well, I don't think it reads that way. As he's fucking.
Oh my God, there's so
All that
much!
cheese. You got that grilled cheese. Come on, guys. That's a grilled cheese.
Finally, throw that over.
That's a grilled cheese. Oh, that's a
Wow,
massive
you
grilled
just
cheese.
jumped.
Dude, like having the cheese on that slice of bread just fell off of it. Oh my god, bro.
50% of that off onto the cutting board. Good job. Maybe you sprinkle the cheese on top of the fucking sandwich and not the like. I feel like I'm watching a 5-year-old make their first sandwich. What? Can you rewind that?
Yeah.
Okay.
This dude is a Michelin star chef. I want you to see how he gets the cheese on that
Zoom
bread
in.
on this sandwich.
Throw that over.
Dude, like half of the fucking cheese is gone.
Beautifully done.
Half that fucking cheese hit the cutting board.
Yes.
Nah, beautiful.
I'm gonna make you be able to if it's a bunch of shit you didn't ask for. It's like, yeah, you did get the bacon, lettuce, and tomato, but you also got like, you know, fucking like Asiago. You got like goddamn onions. You got damn jalapeno slaw jam or whatever the fuck. Yeah, dude, you got all this random bullshit. You just sort of like, what in the fuck?
Beautifully done, Paul. Beautifully done.
Yes,
This
it
is
did.
a Michelin
That's
star
unreal.
chef.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Dude,
look at that.
I'm
Oh,
shocked.
Perfectly placed.
Let's be real here.
Perfectly.
Let's be real here. If this was an episode of Kitchen Nightmares
Mm.
and somebody brought this hanking, overworked, overthought monstrosity to him, he would destroy it.
You would say it's brilliant.
It's really weird. There's some kind of jalapeno slaw jam on that. Just too
No,
busy.
it's not true. You would
Pretentious.
say it's brilliant, dude. You would say it's brilliant.
So
Bread
I know if
unevenly toasted.
you're looking at this like I'm looking at this, like how the fuck are you possibly gonna get enough heat?
Dude, look at the thickness of this bread. It's absurd. Like, oh my god. And with the thickness of the cuts of the meat, dude, this is like a goddamn fucking skyscraper of a sandwich. Like, oh, I mean, oh my god. This is so ridiculous, man. Look, I mean, it does look pretty good. I mean, I'll admit that, but holy fuck, is there way so... It needs to be, like, thinned out just a little bit.
This sandwich
Looks divine. Were you just saying it was disgusting earlier?
to melt
He's
that
going-
cheese on a
Oh,
grill.
he's going to do it, TJ.
Exactly
Make up your mind!
the same problem
With
he
ease,
had with the
TJ.
last one.
Well, he solves it, but he solves it in a way that I think definitively makes it not a grilled cheese, even if you
Okay.
still think it is.
All right, let's see.
Butter.
See a solution.
Dude, if he pulls out a torch, I'm done.
Take out
If he
bread.
torches it,
Well, yeah, you know, well, hey, I guess Rose think that's okay, so, yeah.
Push down.
I think
I
it's
mean,
even worse
Then
than
very
doing
quickly.
torch.
You have to putting the
it
thing
in the
down.
fucking oven.
350 degrees.
he
That's
puts
not
it
a
in the
grilled cheese.
oven.
In the oven!
Oh shit, dude!
That's a
All right.
fucking baked
That's not a grilled, that is a baked cheese, dude.
cheese at best, motherfucker.
You know what? I didn't agree with
Boo.
you up until that point, but the minute he popped that oven open, dude,
Even
you're
if
right.
you don't think that the integrity of the grilled cheese is destroyed by adding all that shit to it, putting it in
Oh,
the
it's an
oven,
oven sandwich, dude. No,
it's
no,
not
no.
a fucking,
different.
it's definitively not a grilled cheese. You have failed
know what?
again.
If he fried it, if
It's
he
not toasted either, it's baked.
I'm gonna deep fry this, I'd be fine with it. I'd totally be fine with that. But this
It's a
oven
baked
shit,
cheese fucking sandwich.
this doesn't. No, if you know
Boom.
what, you should have fried this. Dude. If you'd have fried this, it would have still remained a grilled cheese.
Not
in my
only
mind.
that,
but I baked it. Done.
Oh my,
you know what?
my
Here-
goodness.
I'm going right.
Die
What a
something.
shame.
Hold on,
Dumb,
hold on.
dreadful.
Look,
It's
Okay,
fucking
hold on.
raw!
let's get this out.
Here's where you know he fucking
Lift that up.
fucked up again for sure.
Oh my.
Oh,
'Cause it's gonna-
no,
it's
look at
about to-
cheese.
It's about to fail the most basic fucking test that a grilled cheese can fucking be subjected to.
The cheese pull.
Yeah, the
Cheese
Paul
pull,
knew
dude.
exactly what I was fucking talking about.
I mean, yeah,
No.
dude. If you don't get a pull on that cheese, it's not a grilled cheese, bro.
Check it out.
Y'all make this way too complicated. Tell that to Gordon.
Okay, at the moment of fucking truth, man. Maybe all else
Moment
can
of
be
truth.
forgiven.
He
But
had
the
all
cheese
that
bowl.
Gruyere on there. Gruyere just turns into like molten lava,
Let's
dude.
see that cheese up.
Amazing.
Almost nothing.
One little, like, cum rope of a nut. Just drooping, dude. Microwave fries can be good. The fuck they are? Dude, yeah, what the fuck you talking about? Yeah, no, bullshit. What do you do? No, they're not.
Oh
Sorry,
my
little
God.
strand.
One little strand.
That
Sad
cheese.
little rope of nut.
Robin nut.
There's
dude.
so much cheese.
Baked it, dude, because he
Cheese.
fucking baked it. It got too hot.
Look at this. The cheese is not fucking melted here.
Oh,
Look at that cheese. It's
Gordon,
not
why?
melted. That cheese is not melted.
It's fucking raw.
If
That
he had
cheese is
deep,
not melted.
TJ,
Look at that cheese. It's not melted.
Premature ejaculation of cheese balls.
if he had deep fat fried it, dude, it'd have been perfect, dude. This fucking bacon
Put 'em.
shit, he destroyed the fucking sandwich. You can't call it a grilled cheese you make it in an oven, dude. That's not how it fucking works. You cannot
This
call
is-
it a fucking grilled cheese if you put it in the fucking oven.
I'm fucking flabbergasted, bro.
Bruh.
I've never in my life seen. No,
Look at the-
you're not. This is no
Dude.
redemption for you
There's
here.
someone
This is
to
not
come
a
and fucking
redemption.
knock that to the ground.
Listen to the.
I mean, like, that is not redemption. That is just a short rib sandwich with a bunch of cheese on it. No.
crowd. They even know. Listen to the crowd. They even know.
All right.
Grilled cheese with short rib.
Look at that half-hearted.
Happened.
Ooh, yeah, I guess that's kind of good, I suppose.
Stupid little bullshit. Pathetic
Dreadful.
bullshit.
Utterly
food.
dreadful.
Bread too thick,
Bread,
man.
half that sandwich, the bread wasn't even toasted properly. Didn't even get a good sear on the bread. So under toasted the bread,
Oof.
obscured the grill and the cheese by adding huge fucking absurd slabs of short rib meat in
Dude,
there.
Paul, it's a weird thing, but like I learned, like probably when I was like 20.
I love some of that. Boo, tomatoes. Throw tomatoes at me. Boo.
Highfalutin chefs on grilled cheese sandwiches. Because I tried a couple. It's like these are the
If
best
a golf
recipes.
clap was
No
a
shit like
share,
this. It sucks.
yeah,
And
pretty
see,
much.
This is my thing. I liked that melt place,
Well, me
but-
too. I love melt.
but ultimately, like a grilled cheese, one of the things about it is the satisfying thing about it is its simplicity. It is bread,
For some,
melted
yeah.
cheese. It's just a heartwarming, simple, basically like 2-3 ingredient fucking quick meal that's hearty and fun and tastes
But you
good.
can
has a
get
good
that.
cheese pull on it.
You can get that there too. You have that
Oh,
option.
sounds
Well, yeah.
awesome.
I'm not
You know,
saying
so
you
I mean-
couldn't, but when you complicate a grilled cheese, you're making something that isn't a grilled cheese.
So the top comment is that's a good-looking short rib sandwich, not a grilled cheese. Oh my fucking god, Gordon
Well,
is
it's definitely
now
not a grilled
over
cheese.
2 versus grilled cheese. This man is a professional chef and can't figure out grilled cheese. This is incredible. Ramsey intentionally fucks up a grilled cheese again to make sure the meme continues to live
Dude,
on.
you know what? You know what
Madness
Gordon
Internet.
Ramsay should have fucking done? Gordon Ramsay should have done like the most basic fucking grilled cheese sandwich possible. Like, and dude, not even on a fucking professional.
I mean, I love how even the comments are so fucking roasting him. Is he gonna do 3 for 3? You know, is he gonna do it? Do you think he's gonna do it? Because I mean, it's happened twice already. So I feel like he's gonna get like, oh damn, dreadful, it was memed again. I was memed again. Damn, dreadful. Like, I mean, because if he's done it once already, it's likely. Volunteer sound she can make. Shut the fuck. No, go fuck your. No, fuck. No.
Full Saturday grill or anything like that.
Dude, that's
You should
what I
have-
said. Bag of Wonder Bread.
Rose, get the lumber ready. Got to burn another one at the stake.
Kraft American cheese, store butter, and make me a golden brown cheese, a fucking grilled cheese sandwich that when you cut it
Bread.
and pull it apart,
Bread and
has a
toaster, cheese whiz. That's it. Yeah, pretty much.
cheese pull to it. And I would have fucking been like, all right, he's redeemed. You can do it.
That just sounds good.
Bad, man. This is real. And, I mean, look, the use of the oven, that's just, you can't, it's not a grilled cheese.
You have violated the sacred
I mean, like,
trust.
I'm just not thinking grilled cheese, and I'm not thinking, like, dude, yeah, then I throw it in the oven for 45 minutes, and, like, no, I'm not fucking thinking that. I'm
And
not
the
gonna
oven
really
is
do
what
45
killed the
minutes.
cheese pull, by the way.
It did, yeah.
He
100%.
overbaked the cheese to where it like hardened up and crisped
When you
up.
saw it on
and
the
shit,
outside, it
and
was
you
like
get-
crispy.
Yeah, you get no pull. And it was, he didn't heat all the way through either. In the middle, the cheese was still raw. No melt whatsoever.
Strawberry jam PB with banana toasted. Enough said. Oh, dude, that sounds so goddamn good.
and on the edges it was so crusty that there was no pole left. He fucked up.
And dude, think how much
one.
cheese he put on it, though, dude. Like, and think about that too. Like, he put a ton of Gruyere. He put a ton. He put like 4 or 5 slices of cheddar, didn't he?
Yeah,
There's some other cheese. Like, so he
it was
layered
like
slices, and
cheddars
he put cheese on the top and bottom. That's how weak the cheese pull was, dude. That should have been like a fucking. That should have been just nothing but cheese, right?
There should have been nothing more than just like pure melty gooiness. But no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. It's like, man, it's honestly, in a way, unfortunate. It's like, what the fuck? Gordon, how hard is it to not fuck up a grilled cheese? Oops. You silly butt. Meh, meh, meh. Meh. Bzz, 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 bzz. Hey, I say the same thing about him. He's an enigma. You're an enigma, dog. Oh my god, you're just the silliest, goofy little puppy boy looking butt I've ever seen. Can I help you? Yeah. So he's still. I love it when he tilts his little head like, oh. So make a saltine sandwich with peanut butter and bananas. Saltines are the bee's knees. I mean, what? Okay. I think you're, I think honestly I'm starting to narrow down this problem. You have an addiction to salt. And yet, you besmirched the Salt King. What the fuck? Alright. We're gonna see if Streamlabs is gonna be cool with me. Okay, it is. So why is this schizo about? Okay. I'm picking him up. He's coming over here now. Come here, you little butt. Oh, you stretch your little bone malarkey. Come here. What? No, get back here. Excuse me. Get over. Hey. Get over here. No. What is up with you? You fucking grony little thing. Come here. Oh my god, you fucking ball. You big ball. Ugh. Would you just, like, I don't know, stay in one spot, please? Oh my god, you ridiculous pill. Ugh. 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 God. He's ridiculous. Careful navigating over here. And... big ass goof. You're ridiculous. Look at you. God, you're fucking heavy, you know that? Jeez, you're getting heavy. You don't even look fat or anything. What the hell?
He wants something. I'm not sure what it is. But...
just the intention.
Yeah,
I guess.
Well, yes, water, yes, food. I try to get him out.
He's just a spoiled little shit. That's all it is. That's all you is. Just spoiled little shit. Goofball, look at so cute. Organ probably has a lot of cryptids. Not that many. It's just mostly Bigfoot. That's about it. That's because I would probably, wait, what? That's because I probably have, wait. Dip saltines into teriyaki sauce on drink. You have not lived. Well, yeah, because you probably would die from that.
Andrew,
What?
have a line on somebody that might do some cleaning up around here, but you got to get all the critter
What?
poop up and.
I mean, we'll talk about me at another point. Not just like tonight's not a good time for that.
I'm just saying. It's not like a serious conversation.
No. No. Or so. No. No. Why is your face so smooshy? It's such a smooshy face. Smooshy face. Smooshy face. Georgia has one cryptid, Marjorie Green, that stalks the whole of Congress. Listen to Oregon horror stories. Don't go in the woods. The Wendigo. Okay, yeah, well, that's kind of a common one around in North America broadly. Hey, you look like a fucking little lazy bones. Look at you. Lazy. Just sitting straight up like a little gentleman. Look at him. What a big goof. Look at this. Oh my good lord. Look at him. Big old goof. No. Smooshy face. Smooshy. Oh my good lord. Oh my good lord. Seriously, bro. Big goof. Such a goof. I ain't going I mean, like, I like going urban exploring, but, like, I mean, to think that there's, like, cryptids out there or some shit would be a little silly. I'm in there for the cool fascination and shit like that, but, I mean, come on. Bye. Oh, my God. Oh. That's not a baby goof. Oh, you big butt. Oh. What? Jeez. Good lord, you big goof. What is this? Been links. I mean, I kind of have a little bit of a pill going on here. Oh my God, can we mind ourselves here? Good lord. Like, geez Louise, my dude. My guy. Hey, are you just chilling? No, trying to punch me? Oh. Man, you big goof. Are you about to take a nap here? Are you serious? Are we? Oh my God. I mean, you really are fucking heavy, bro. Ugh. Jeez Louise, my boy. My good lord. Fucking little worm. Little squirm. Like, ridiculous. Look at you. You are ridiculous. You're absurd. You're so solid. Alright. There you go. There you go. Hold on. You are capable of not harming me. Let's not do that. Thank you. Goofy little thing. Alright. Let's see what the fuck that link was. Hey, Jesus. What's the other thing so you don't need to bring it up on screen? So wait, what is this?
This holy message is intended for all God's creations living on planet Earth.
Oh god, fuck this. Oh god, ew. Oh no.
Gabriel, the messenger of the Almighty, bring you solemn tidings.
I would not want this to be an EAS message.
Prepare your hearts for the imminent return of our beloved Son of God, Jesus Christ. His radiant presence shall grace this earth once more.
I guess I can pull screen up.
Judgment and salvation. Listen closely, and let your souls prepare for the unfolding of this grand and awe-inspiring event. His arrival is scheduled for exactly 24 hours from now. Wherever you are, don't worry. He will be there to meet you. I'm here to guide you to Judgment Day. Before the appointed moment, a peculiar and dense cloud formation will encircle the surface of the earth with an air of mystery. The heavens will gather in darkness, as if preparing for the imminent revelation that is about to transpire. As the clouds gather in their dense embrace, a symphony of powerful trumpets will resound, echoing through the skies and across the lands. The harmonious blare shall stir the hearts of all who bear witness, signaling the nearing arrival of a divine presence. In the wake of the resounding trumpet calls, the skies themselves will part, unveiling a brilliance beyond measure. The parted clouds will reveal a radiant light, intense and powerful, breaking through the darkness like the dawn of a new age. Within this luminous radiance, the figure of Jesus Christ, the Son of God, will descend from the heavens towards the earth. His presence will emanate an unparalleled sense of grace and love, comforting and illuminating the hearts of all.
Well, I feel like it's going to be a major turn on this.
Do not hide or flee.
Well, I spoke a little too soon, didn't I? I was like, I feel like there's a turn, coming here, right there. And then, not even 2 seconds later, this.
Mortals, behold, the so-called Savior descends from the heavens.
There is no need to hide or flee from what transpires. Embrace the unfolding with open hearts and clear minds. Stand firm, for the divine manifestation shall be a beacon of love and enlightenment.
The light and the darkness shall engage in a battle that will shatter your feeble illusions.
Illuminating the path to righteousness. Trust in the divine plan. Trust in the grand plan of the Almighty. For all is orchestrated with divine wisdom and purpose. As the heavens open and Jesus descends, know that this divine intervention is a demonstration of love, not a cause for distress. Remain united in faith. Stand together, united in your faith and in the love that binds you as human beings.
You stand at the precipice where your destiny hangs in the balance. Jesus, the self-proclaimed Son of God, arrives with false promises of redemption. Do not be fooled by his deceptive allure.
Support one, another in these. Pivot.
Me. That's just me in a nutshell. It's like true though. I feel like I'm gonna be a part. I feel like I trust in this guy. I like kind of that guy's jib. When you hear that voice shout, "Jesus is a dudehead!"
Offering comfort and solace to those who may be anxious. Let compassion and understanding guide your interactions. Understand that the love of Jesus Christ knows no bounds. He wishes, with all his heart, to embrace every soul upon this earth, offering salvation and eternal peace to all.
He offers hope, but I offer freedom. Embrace your true nature, for in darkness lies liberation.
Based.
When the time of reckoning comes,
I like this guy.
will see into
Not
the
this guy
depths of
though,
your heart.
but the other guy.
He will choose those whose faith burns brightly, whose love is pure, and whose dedication to his teachings is unwavering. Understand that feigning belief or merely proclaiming faith without sincere conviction is a perilous path. The heavens see beyond words and superficial displays. They delve into the truth that resides in your heart. Know that evil is a choice, a conscious deviation from the path of righteousness and love. Those who willingly embrace darkness, hatred, and malevolence sow seeds that root them to the earthly realm. The actions born of wickedness and harm bind the souls of individuals to the earthly plane. Their souls remain anchored, unable to ascend to the heavens or embrace the divine grace of Jesus Christ. Despite this fate, redemption remains possible. A sincere acknowledgement of their transgressions.
You may kneel, you may pray, but I am the one who holds the key to your true desires.
True remorse and a genuine turning towards the path of righteousness can free their souls from this earthly anchor. Repentance begins with introspection and a genuine desire for change. Confess your sin directly to God by admitting your sin, acknowledging the error of your actions, and showing remorse. Ask God directly for forgiveness.
Wait, did you just say remorsey?
Heart that he will forgive you. Make things right with the people you've hurt. Strive to make amends and live the next 24 hours, guided by the love of the Lord. Beware those
Also, Goff is convinced, apparently.
who masquerade as bearers of redemption, promising salvation in exchange for material wealth.
That would pretty much be like everybody when it comes to these organized religions.
Agents of deceit, followers of the dark path, seeking to corrupt hearts at the 11th hour.
I feel like there would be like a lot of bloodshed and death going on because of this, because people would be like, "Oh, they're the false prophet, they're this and that." Blah, blah. I feel like there would be a lot of crazy shit going on with this.
They will craft persuasive narratives, luring the vulnerable with false promises of redemption and divine favor.
Abandon your faith in this false deity and embrace the path of darkness.
But in truth, they seek to
That is better than a lot of the EAS videos I've seen, but I do wish there was a bit more ambiguity. It's unclear who's supposed to trust. I feel like it falls off when the person who's presumably the Antichrist starts saying he only has a key to your desires. Yeah.
enrich themselves at the expense of the desperate and the earnest seekers of salvation. Hold fast to the true teachings of love, kindness, and sincerity. Do not be swayed by charismatic words or false
What
miracles.
does this say? Oh.
The path to
Oh, it says
salvation
salvation.
requires no monetary transaction. It is paved with genuine faith and devotion. Remember, the light of Jesus Christ's love prevails over darkness as the clock ticks relentlessly. Consider this the last call to prepare your hearts and minds for the glorious advent. Every second that passes brings us closer to the moment of divine revelation. Utilize this remaining time wisely. Seek solace in prayer.
It is only through me that you will find true power and eternal freedom.
Commune with the divine, and let the love and teachings of Jesus Christ be your steadfast companions on this journey towards salvation.
Whoa. 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 Well, glad we don't live in that universe. I'll say that. Whoa. Oh my lord. Well, I guess it could be multi-interpreted because there was a Christian be like, well, you know, I could see how this could be. But they're saying so just come back and ask a warning. Oh, no, the things I witnessed here, what they put me through, and it looks insane, like his mind's gone. Ooh. That'd be interesting. I'd definitely be curious about that. It's like, whoa. Wow. Give me the spooks, man. But, like, heaven's so horrible, made him go insane. That would definitely be really interesting. Like, the heaven is really the true hell, and he realizes that Satan was right all along or something. Dude, that would be pretty... Dude, that would be kind of interesting. What if that's like, you know, the return of Jesus and it's like a follow-up to that story? It's like a part 2 and the eternal freedom salvation thing was actually Jesus, you know, calling it, dude, bro. And that was like him calling out, bro. Whoa. Yo. Why are you doing this, God? I am you. Whoa. Oh shit, dude. It's like, yeah, I gotta stop being so hard on myself. It's like, damn. Maybe I should take it a little easy. You. Ooh, that was a good hit. At least go for that's lovely leaving. Get myself some food. Getting hungry. God made Jesus just for that pun. Damn right. And all the other puns that exist out there. Good old JC, the big J. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, honestly, frankly, there actually can be a lot of puns when it comes to, like, you know, Jesus Christ that can make out there, or like little silly nicknames too. Even there's a lot of things you can do, but he can't manifest me some fucking food, so I have to do that myself. Which honestly, like, I don't really have much right now, so I'm. Fuck. I'm not that long. I don't got much. That's some ramen over there, but it's like the microwavable stuff, and it's like, it's not as good as like making it yourself. It's like, fuck. Guess that's something. Fuck. I could steal one of Dad's centers, honestly, and then just like hook them up later on Thursday or some shit. I could do that. Decisions. But anyway. Let's get myself all satisfied with my stomach being all bubbling. So, man, I'm Coles. I'll see you all in the next one.